And the light is green.
All right. So, who wants to say what happened last time? Who wants to explain the mess that you all put yourself in?
Yes, we did
not
this.
put ourselves in this.
Yes. We are at fault here.
No.
You guys should have found a real scribe.
That's true, it is your fault.
Yeah.
No, it was the DM's favourite NPC that got us into this trouble. Are you going to deny that, DM?
Maybe?
Then you lie. You lie right to our face.
No, I like a couple of the other NPCs a lot too.
True, but if we ever pull you into a conversation, he's usually the first one out of your mouth.
Well, that's because he's my favorite character in the books.
Mm-hmm.
He's my favorite book character. But so, what all did you do other than bring a beholder zombie into your tavern?
Start rolling up new characters.
Quite a few. Terrible, terrible characters.
Went to get ice cream.
Some are practically stillborn. Yes, we went to get ice cream. It's a lovely family outing.
Yep.
Murdered a Wizard of Fae.
Save the
Is it really
save,
murder?
save some of the party from a Wizard of Fae and his various cronies.
And you discovered
the guy from the Sensorim. A Sensorim recruiter, I believe.
yes, you killed both of those. You found out something about Meloon War Dragon that was very interesting.
Dude has arguments with his axe. What a fucking freak.
Yeah, he has a sentient axe that apparently is very upset with him right now.
I can understand disagreeing with a weapon.
At least there's a sword that says fuck.
Wouldn't you say so, ring on my hand?
That's the thing, he never disagreed with the ring.
He agreed too readily.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Dude, it'd be fucking cool if you killed everyone on this boat by letting go of a chain.
Okay.
You're right,
It's
that
not
would be
murder.
sweet.
But
Hey, would it be funny if you let
killing
go?
myself.
As he said, I didn't expect him to do it.
Really?
The ring was only on Lou's finger for like 3 hours. He didn't really know him by then.
I guess Lou just assumed that he was under mind control.
Well, I thought maybe there was somebody, aiming something at us, and I was gonna get shot with something.
No, you didn't.
Wrong. So what I'm gonna say to the lawyers?
No, canonically,
Let's
lawyers have been chased out of Waterdeep. I had the comic.
Oh, you're being serious. Okay.
Yeah, that was a comic plot, remember? I should even pasted bits to it. Where they tricked him into believing the concept of a dwarf's first night where they must march to the bed to consume their marriage.
Consume?
Yes. They're giving
Probably
lovers.
happens.
You telling us we did it wrong? Shit.
I'm saying you should have been more giving and generous. Don't be like Batman.
Don't be like Batman.
But,
Yes.
yes, then Felric came running into your tavern, yelling at you to all get out.
Strangely panicked.
you
I don't
did.
know. The boy needs to calm down sometimes.
Yeah.
Just a little.
He's meant to
And
be
there's a
an
beholder zombie.
he's meant to be an elite of breaking the earth.
He is.
Isn't this what he deals with on a regular basis?
No. Shockingly, no. They do not usually deal with beholder zombies. But,
Well
yes,
then, the new class must be introduced. They must be trained.
no. I don't think this is a thing that people normally worry about. Just saying.
Sounds like elf talk to me, boy. Now swim in the lava.
I realized I forgot to pull up the guard sheets.
They've got a spear.
Yeah. All right, so top of the round. Yep.
I horrendously missed with a guiding bolt and ran into melee with it.
Yep, you did. And just to remember, spears.
Have no reach, they're 1d6.
Yeah.
Or
That's what I was
1d8 if
trying
we're
to
using them
remember.
two-handed.
The guards are actually intelligent people.
Then they wouldn't have gotten the jobs.
Wow.
They do suck though.
Yeah. There's a reason you hire adventurers to get shit done.
And then the one in the back by you all does that.
Doesn't do anything. It's a good arrow, but unfortunately it managed to only destroy one of Fala's windows.
As Falowitz goes through, what is that?
You do hear a very panicked sound from across the street as Fala's looking out her window going, oh dear.
I don't look back, I just wave with the back of a hand. Hello, good day, good evening.
So Lou, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
Probably cast Fog Cloud. No, Fog Cloud.
That is actually not a bad idea.
As he casts
Doesn't
it on
he
the
have-
party.
Yeah, because you can cast it and people can move in and out of the fog.
I mean, if that's what you guys want, I could just put it right here and cover the whole street.
This is what I should probably say something, give him guidance, but I'm letting him follow his own heart and I'll just have to live with regret afterwards. Right side, that might not be long.
I don't know, what I want to put the Fog Cloud on us or on the Beholder?
5.
I mean, all the
Or-
ranged people are here. All the a lot of the ranged people are here. If they have fog, they can just move in and out of the fog to being cover from
I
rays.
probably want the line maybe about here, across the street.
I
That seems
forgot.
reasonable.
Is Fog Cloud a square?
Well, it's a
Believe
circle, I
so.
think.
Let's see, yeah, sphere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
In which case, it is 120.
Alright, it has the right square amount. That's a 20-foot radius. Yeah, bigger. Big. Very big.
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
probably
trying
back it
to-
up a little bit so there's a couple squares between the edge.
Okay. Like that.
Probably one more. Oops, gives us some room to fall back if we need to.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there anything else, Lou, that you might want to do?
Well, I'll pat Velrox on the shoulder and give it a D6 inspiration and say thanks for warning us, but you really shouldn't have brought it.
I didn't bring it. I saw it coming out of the sewers.
It's a horrible gift, but I accept graciously.
Oh, the huge
going-
other sewer grates around here.
It's the one over that way, and he gestures down to where it is.
All right, you're gonna have to show it afterwards. It's a bit difficult to see things right now.
It's just
I
to
was
the...
hoping-
Look, do you remember where I was standing? It's just to the fucking left.
Anyway, I'm going to just sit down here for a minute. You guys have fun.
Anything else?
That's everything.
Okay. Horik.
Horrocks is going to advance because, god damn it, he's going to have to do something. And opposite Harton, just so he can get the advantage. So he can at least...
That would be one over.
Then we find out it's actually hovering 10 feet off the ground, or it can't reach.
No, that looks like completely opposite.
Completely opposites there.
Actually, he's correct by book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't matter, though.
okay.
That's
You know.
if you consider that opposite, I'll use that. That's fine.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. So wait, so for the book, if you're across like that, it's the diagonal?
Yeah.
That's weird. Never mind. I'll put you back. There we go.
This square over here wouldn't count.
It
Unless
is
someone was
directly across.
Let's see here.
Because I thought it was like across, like a straight line.
That's the way diagonals work, so.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you. That's what I was interested in. Okay.
I'm assuming 13s don't hit.
13s do not hit. There we go.
And can I use my bonus action to start praying?
You can.
Crying is a
Yes.
free action, yes.
But it won't make the ride stop.
Yeah.
It's not an emergency.
Yeah, so here we go. This is the example they give in the DMG.
Take a big gulp of
Along
my
with
coffee,
showing off how
start trying to
cover
get
works
in
on
character
some.
here.
It's just generally, if you can draw a straight line from one side to the other, it counts.
Yeah.
Auric, give me a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Be thankful it was a 2.
Because
Yeah.
you're very...
Yeah. I know what that die means. I'm cursed with that knowledge. I can't.
You passed.
You're
You're
good.
okay.
You're good.
Nothing. No negative repercussions whatsoever.
I don't know, he's focusing on prayer. Would he not be at a disadvantage? His mind's on other things.
Not really with a 9.
Yaddix, you're in a fog cloud.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
Lou is playing a very
Paco,
cool tune.
Move here. And give him the clamps. I take it that's not a hit.
15 is a hit.
He didn't say anything, so.
Sorry, I was having a moment.
Oh, good hit.
Jump.
Yeah.
And I am in range.
Well, you gotta need to be out of the fog cloud.
Oh, I have to get out of the fog cloud?
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
obscured.
We can't see, but it can't see us.
Oh, that's stupid. Thought it was only one way. Womp womp.
One-way fog.
it's-
Who's the stupid one now?
Boom.
You barely hit. Wow.
Yeah, I'll take. You know what? I'll take hits.
And then you can move, and you should still have movement to go back into the fog.
Yep.
Like Scooby Doo.
That's all my movement.
Bjorn,
Yeah.
you're hearing some angry beholder sounds. And you heard
What?
Hark whimpering a bit.
Oh, don't you worry, lads. Coming here to say your hello, officer. You're not coming. It would be nice to actually start saying you're here for visiting the tavern of duty that's having to actually see
Hit the
visiting
fucking
duty
thing.
active duty. Hey,
I agree, just kill it. That hits.
fuck it. Action search.
Point in saving it if you're gonna die, right?
You hit.
Hey.
Y'all are doing stuff to it. As a matter of
Oh,
fact,
wait.
it's
Hang on, I just remembered that I should actually have been rolling that at advantage with the guard on the other side.
yeah.
Let's just
Well,
check and see that was.
Yeah, roll 2 more to see if one of those were
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Nadrax, there's a fog cloud in your way.
Yes. Let's see. Okay, I can move here. Yeah, I do need to take the bonus action to dash. Leaves me with 10 more feet of movement once I step out of the fog. And I'm way too close to comfort for it.
It's got a red dot. I'm feeling okay.
That is a 14. That does not hit as before. And I go back into the fog. Fuck that shit.
Hosanna.
Yeah. Yep, I hear beholder noises. I step out.
Wow,
to
the
cast
beholder's already on half health.
Yeah, as I said, I
It is
feel-
dead already.
I don't want to jinx
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah,
Great.
y'all have been plinking. And then let's see. Con save. It does not make it.
nice. Not that the frostbite's going to make too much of a difference, but hey, I'll take it. Because I don't think it's making weapon attacks.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think acid would do as much. Not sure.
I said take you know, 2 damage is 2 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't have immunity to acid.
Yeah.
Curtain. It's spinning around looking at you all and laughing maniacally.
Decisions. I just gotta check a little bit on the flanking part there. Let's see here. Oh, it does actually specify melee attack. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll just go with him with a hammer. Why not?
Yep.
Let's see. Spell slot wise. Sure. I'll gouge you with a spiritual weapon. Rena?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Good.
Sorry. I was quickly checking my numbers and
Yep.
wondering why something went wrong. Hold on. Let me fix that. There we go.
Since I don't see anyone dashing around me, I'll put the spiritual weapon beside me.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Martin, you just did a bunch of damage to that sucker.
Yeah, that's some good hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a plus
Yeah.
2 extra damage dice sword. With your elf bullshit.
It is not Lou's turn. As up on the roof up here, you all see a...
The target.
Nope. Boom.
Oh.
We've got this handled, you know. It's not really necessary.
What was that
Which ones?
sound?
Lou, you hear Harton say, "We got this handled." It's not actually
I
necessary.
mean, we also heard the massive twang, which is for some reason a deep bass sound from this oversized longbow.
Yep. Big, thick
More of a
arrows.
twang.
Well, I know what I have to do. I hate to do it. You know, I'm a very nice guy, but I'm going to be mean. You are ugly and round, like meatball that's gone routing.
I'm sorry, there's a fucking U in there for routing?
It's a halfling pronunciation.
Y'all
Routin'.
aren't gonna want to believe this. Oh, he.
Lou, my boy.
Well, you tried, Lou. Wait,
You
no.
would have killed it by big meat.
Wait, no, he did kill it.
Nice. You made it so
See?
sad it died.
Wait, no, he made it just exactly.
No.
He
Now
made
the
it
guards gotta
exactly.
get the kill.
Let's see if the guards get the kill. We'll find out. Nope. Yep. Guard. Wait, no. Guard might get the kill. Let's see if the beholder makes it.
Was that
The
technically a
guard
dog?
gets. The guard gets the kill.
No.
Okay.
Let him have it. He'll be telling the boys
Guard
about it
gets
for
the
the rest of his
kill.
life.
It was a group effort.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, light just enveloped him as you have leveled up. What?
He's now a level 2 guard, yeah.
That's a spicy meatball.
You now have one dead beholder zombie.
Do these have skulls? Can we mount the skull on the beholder skull on the wall?
Like, after you wash it off, aye. So,
It's
Ugh,
Well, we've got a troll and a beholder. We're going up in the world, aren't we?
this smells worse than the troll somehow.
The other guard comes stumbling out of the fog cloud.
Can
Lee,
we
you can drop
Lou?
that.
oh yeah, fucking fog. That wasn't me, I guess, but it was.
Ta-da.
I appear. Aha. Oh, that was a pretty good insult. I should have killed him with that.
The fog cloud reappears over him. No, I don't have a spell slot, sadly. I do always have it. Oh no, I do. It's a first level spell slot. Fuck you. Lou's back in fog cloud, just to annoy him.
I don't have
Meanwhile-
gust either. Fuck.
The one guard in the fog is ordered by the two on the ground to stay with the beholder. The other two are rushing off over
Attack opportunity.
They're going around to try to chase the
Martin's gone
individual who was
mad.
on the roof.
Bjorn, get his kneecaps.
Sir, I believe you've gone mad with power. Tried going mad without power? Doesn't work. No one will listen to you.
We can't
Don't
have
like it,
witnesses. We
fucker.
need to be able to tell the tale of how we killed it, not the guard.
Speaking of, while the guard is looking at the beholder, Felrek kind of puts his finger to his lips and starts really quickly backing upwards. He's trying to get out of here.
Goodbye, Felton. See you later. Thanks for rushing in to warn us about it.
Coming all the way from Zord's ship where you work.
Do you actually say that out loud?
Of course we don't.
Okay.
That'd be
I'm
amazing.
just double checking because some people might.
Wouldn't it be
Felton,
funny
where are
if
you
you-
going? You seem very suspicious right now.
Horek's just going to run inside just to make sure no one's used this distraction to try and get into our basement.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
You do so. And the guard is looking at you, Harton. What? Why is this a thing?
I don't know. Why were the fucking trolls after us? Why? Shit just fucking happens. We got raided by bugbears the previous night as well, and then some fucking undead cunt came and took my daughter away. This just fucking happens when you're the owner of a successful and charitable business sort for a family experience.
Mm-hmm.
What?
They might as well call this place
Oh,
Wider
yeah,
Gate.
You are
Ha,
that
ha, ha.
lot.
We've been in the wazoo like 5 or 6 times. Catch up, mate.
No, yeah, I'm familiar.
I don't know why I specifically came here. It just seems like a bit of an arse thing. I've got some theories. No evidence on them, mind.
It's dead at least.
Again.
Yeah.
Aye. So once we boil it down, bleach it a bit, get rid of everything that's festering, it wouldn't look too bad on the wall, actually. Or are you going to try and haul this one off for evidence?
It depends on what the boss says. You do notice a patron slips out and just leaning against the wall. It seems like he's got a piece of paper and a magical pen taking notes.
Has anyone been has tried for the bar thing?
As far as you know, no, because Selkie is standing on top of it and she says nobody's got in. But she does step aside and let you go under.
Okay, I'm going to grab 2 drinks, come out and give one to the guard.
Not while he's on
sir,
duty. Not while he's on duty,
yeah.
mate.
And that's what he says is, I can't while I'm on duty, sorry.
That's fine.
It's the thought. You know.
Come back
And
later
also
and
make
we'll
sure
give
that
you
he
a drink.
says that. No
And then make sure to
freebies.
drink it in front of him and point out how refreshing it all is.
I'm going to offer the guards a drink once they're off duty here for his squad, basically.
You know, there's nothing better, and because Uzana is a cold-themed wizard, It's refreshing as anything. There's nothing better immediately after a fight than a cold brew, mate. Oh, I could go for another one. Shame you're on duty.
Sir, please don't.
Tiny little tankers just dancing around him.
Like, for fuck's
Hey,
sake.
they're so cute.
Why are you guys tormenting the guards so?
I
You
didn't
said
mind
they'd
in
be in
jest.
after the ship.
Hey, these are pint size. It's fine.
You tried for a pun there.
Yeah.
I
That's
saw.
magically assisted, so I get advantage.
Are you saying you all have no idea why this beholder came out of nowhere?
No.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying I don't know entirely. We have been dealing with the criminal underworld in general, beating up thugs and whatnot. That was our first fucking day in the city, beating up some Zents and Zants for your boy Floon.
Then we fucked up a wizard.
Well, aside from, and we also, we were doing Lord's Alliance business, so we beat the shit out of a Feyan wizard and some Zent recruiter. So
a Thayan wizard and Zent recruit and
they're dead though.
uh-huh.
Well, it's a case of we have bloodied the noses of the criminal underworld a bit, so stuff like this is not too surprising, although it's a bit of a fucking step up from a bunch of thugs with clubs.
My head still hurts.
You even get one of these in this town.
Well, we did see a store of one hanging up.
Well,
It's still there.
And we did beat up a wee child version.
I don't think we should hang this in the tavern, though.
No, I'm saying once we hose it down, get it just to the bone.
Well, even then, would we really want something like that in? Then we really couldn't invite in children.
No, we couldn't.
it's a good.
We've already got a troll skull. This isn't much of a step up.
No,
You won't have the eye stalks.
see, what
You'd
we
be
could do
hard
here.
pressed to actually tell what it is.
See, what we do here is we angle it just so, like out there. He's actually getting hands on with the zombie right now. Now, we put a wooden board in around the base of the jaw there so it can act like a shelf. And we make it a bit of a prestigious thing for a rare brand or two, You want one of the expensive bottles, you gotta reach into the beholder.
Yeah, we could put that one-eyed Jax up there.
Ah, exactly.
Still not entirely sure.
Besides, people will be coming not just for a family atmosphere, but the fact that it's a bar of adventurers. You've got to show signs we've adventured. Even if we did kill the thrall and also this a fucking stone's throw from our front door.
Yeah, we don't really do much adventuring anymore, do we?
Oh, I don't know about that. I've covered quite a few miles, several days in the town. Honestly, I've walked more in this fucking city than I have when I was traveling the fucking coast.
We adventure in a sense. It just seems like adventure has been coming to us more than us going to it.
The guard wanders on up and says, "Well, the other rat's gotten away, but I sent my other friend to go get the captain."
Who
So-
did the other rat actually shoot at? Did he shoot at the beholder or somebody else?
He shot and hit the beholder. There's a big old black arrow sticking out of it.
I could use a bow like that.
It's big, thick arrows.
You could probably shoot me like an arrow.
I'm
at
not
that point.
intimidated by the girth. You can't scare me.
He just looks at you. So this thing, from what we can tell, just came out of the sewer. The sewer grate's still open.
That'll be a fun day.
Apparently. Me and my buddy were coming on down. We saw it heading on down this way, so we had to chase it down. This is... I have a feeling some people high up are going to have questions about this. So nobody here is allowed to leave.
All right, we
I
live
said
here.
nobody's allowed to leave.
Mate,
Leave in what sense? Like we have to stand here with the body, or just not the city?
no, we just can't leave the
Tavern,
neighborhood.
including
Okay.
you.
That's not too bad.
We can give him one free drink for the trouble.
No.
Would you like
So-
half a free drink? I haven't drank it. That's the only reason.
No, thank you, Lou.
Oh, well, if we can't let anybody leave, Horrocks going to make up a couple of platters for the tavern people here, people in the tavern, just so they've got something to eat. They still have to pay for drinks, but they'll get snack food till they're
Extra
allowed to
salty
leave.
though.
Lou, you're not going to question the fact he knows your name, because after all, we don't speak about you publicly in the bar.
I am a famous performer.
This would be Lou Lemon. He used to stay for a while in the Yawning Portal, if I recall correctly. You points at you and Nadrax. Heard is it N something? You're the one that we have a little bit of a question mark over.
He's the Wazoo. I knew it.
Very good.
Okay.
Pretty sure most of the warrants for him have expired by now.
He immediately looks at you, Hart, and this is new information for
That's a
him.
joke.
Oh.
It's just because he's
And-
tall and brooding.
The lovely lady next to you would be Uzana, and then that's Bjorn, that's Gaddix.
To be fair, the rest of them are quite easy to guess.
Oh, yes. That's pretty fair. All right, everybody, sort this out when you go inside. Inside. Come on, guys.
Right, just,
We're going to keep...
Just point out, like to keep the skull.
All right, yep, we can sort that out. Everybody inside. I do not want anybody to go away. We want to hear a full reporting of this at the end of the day.
So it went the way that I suggested, where it just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, it did not get a chance to do anything, thank goodness.
It got to do one beam. And I
it
am fine with
failed.
that.
Yep. And yep, you all are back in. Oh, not Felrac.
See, look at how many squares are left in the kids' room. We could have so many more pets.
Let's put you all up in here again. And your new
If we
friend is
consider
at
a
the
mimic a
bar.
pet, we can get rid of all the furniture.
We do consider a mimic a pet. In this house, we do.
No furniture.
Not all the furniture. We keep the toilet.
And the
Yes,
lovely bloke with the paper who's currently writing down. So what you're saying is, do you think this could be related to that incident with the Zentarum you spoke of earlier?
Go on, Gags, he's talking to you.
I'm talking to everybody. I don't care who answers.
Well, Gaddix is the leader of the group, clearly.
If I've got to be honest, I don't think much of us had any might have a clue who's going to be able to just throw at an undead beholder.
Well, I mean, we did work for a while in the City of the Dead chasing after a necromancer that never appeared.
Yeah. I work in raw materials, not organics.
Oh,
you know.
you were up against a necromancer?
No, like I said, we were just on patrol to help out a cleric of good faith. Just never showed up.
Yeah, that might be what this is about. I mean, we're talking undead again.
Nah, unlikely. I mean, this has that same kind of, stupidness that the troll attack had. Of just barge through, smash things up. There's, not a hint of fucking subtlety or control.
Like the bugbears.
Did you figure out who did the troll attack?
Well, it had
Oh,
the
wait.
it had the Xanathar symbol on their helmets, so they were at least at one point owned by them. Whether they
Oh,
ever
that
want to release them, who
information-
knows?
That information had not been released. Interesting, all right. And you think it's possible that these two are connected?
Well, it just fits a theme, don't it? Like, I've got nothing provable. I've got no real connecting pieces and bits and bobs between the two dots. But it just seems like a retaliatory attack by a criminal scum. And decide to step up because they're bugbears field. We bloody the nose of a lot of thugs, put them down on the floors. Just seems like they're up in it a bit.
Oh, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know about this. This is all very, very... Beholders in Waterdeep. This is not something that is standard.
Are you
No,
sure?
it isn't.
Because we passed by a pawn shop that had a stuffed one in it on our first day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the stuff like that's normal. You have that all over the place. Dead ones as trophies, yes. But actual ones, no.
Well, they had to become dead somehow.
Usually they're brought in either already stuffed or already dead.
Well, this one was already dead. Just someone brought it back.
You have a very good wit. That is appreciable. I suppose I should give you all a proper introduction. Ghastly Rudderbust, at your service.
Oh, you're the lad on the top of the paper.
I am. Judging by what you said, you do read the Wazoo.
Yes,
Yeah, most
We get it
mornings.
delivered.
we have a subscription.
Oh, we don't.
Oh,
The lad
that's
just
it.
brings it to our door, luckily.
Oh, I thought we had.
Nah.
Oh,
He's just doing that out of
I thought-
generosity, although we could set up a subscription. I do like those
Yeah.
crosswords.
You say,
I
you know,
mean, it's certain business for him, for the boy.
yeah, actually, you know, on the topic of subscriptions, maybe we should enter business together, a little sponsorship deal, maybe, you know.
It just spills right out of his fucking head, doesn't it?
Hey,
Well,
we're
it
in business here. We gotta make money.
Sponsorship. We don't do sponsorships, but if you wish to run an advert, we could certainly arrange that.
Yeah, you could always just write up an article for the Wazoo sometimes, Lou, see if I like it.
I wouldn't know anything about what the inside of their office looks like.
I mean, you could always pop by and ask.
Just such a very specific line. I wonder why he'd say such a thing.
I can't guess.
It's a goddamn mystery. Who knows?
What? Yes. So you all did very, very well. I was at the window for the fight. That was interesting.
A little bit
You're
underwhelming.
all right.
Hey.
That
They
could
could
have gone.
see anything out of the window after somebody cast fog cloud.
I could not see past the fog cloud, unfortunately.
Sounds so
specialty.
very
Just write that
enthralling.
Who was it? It was Lou there that did the fog cloud. Yes.
That's like my thing. You can write that down. It's my specialty.
It's not
Alright.
actually all that useful. It's just something he can do a lot.
I can also perform orcish operas or giant opera. I always forget what I can perform operas perfectly.
Giant opera.
Not
Yes, it was
elvish
giant
ones, though.
opera.
No. I would
Too
never.
Lilton. You don't have the
Ugh.
frequency. Orcish operas are great, though. They last about 5 minutes. It's just one note.
It's,
Some
just,
blood
it's
thrown
very
on stage.
succinct. Then somebody usually gets hit with some sort of weapon, and that's
Just walks out on
on
stage, tests his voice. Me. Whoa! And then he
It's like
runs
10
off
in a
to
row,
beat
it's
someone
pretty
up in the audience.
Yeah. And a grand time was had by all.
Who would want to
Yes,
see a silly play about water Davians? You could watch those.
What? Because you're also allowed to fight back.
Audience participation. It's a new idea for opera.
Instead of a cell phone
Who
bag,
thought
there's a
the
knife
orcs
bag
would
at
be
entrance.
pioneering that, you know?
But yes, all through the night, it takes several hours. The guards are coming in and out. They're questioning people. They're making sure that nobody has anything nefarious going on. They're going out. They're exploring the scene. They're going to the grate. They're coming back, asking more questions of everybody. As the night goes on, Gaxley is getting more and more and more irate because he needs to go start the presses, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, they won't let him out.
Gotta put in a scoop.
By the end, the guards finally do clear everybody to leave. But poor Gaxley is still sitting there. I've missed the print. I was here and I've missed the print. The story will not be able to make the Wazoo.
Well, it couldn't really be helped. You're in the epicenter after all.
The word special edition come to mind.
He needs that morning crowd, though.
Yes. It'll just have to wait till the next day. But after all, there's a scoop for it. Oh, it's not
And
every
who
day
knows?
that. What?
Maybe in the meantime, somebody drops off another letter there mysteriously, like those Art Incarnate fucks. I mean, fellows.
Oh, there's two of them.
No,
Oh.
there's clearly the only one.
That is something that we're still looking into.
I give it to the
We're quite-
interns. It's not actually that good a story.
No,
This Lou just
no,
puts his notes away for the next article he was writing.
Just something to cut their teeth on, you know?
No, actually, that's a fairly. I was a bit surprised. Somebody just brazenly reached out to us like that. I still have to question if it's all the same person, if the Jaunty Brigand and Art Incarnate are the same, or if this is actually two different individuals. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll have to find out as things go on.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure
might be
somebody will
a-
clear it up real soon.
It might be a conglomerate trying to raise awareness of that card game.
I
Maybe
did
it's-
actually think. I did actually consider that it was a marketing thing. Like I know, for instance, some of the Black Viper incidents are likely just very, very elaborate insurance scams, and not actually done by the lady herself. This could be one, and it's just we won't be able to tell until things start happening.
The what Viper?
The Black Viper.
Don't know it.
Oh, we even had an article in the Wazoo about her. Which issue was it? It was about.
Yeah, it might have slipped my mind if it were recent.
About 2 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, we read the issue. Okay, it just must slip me mind.
There you go. Just as a refresher.
Ah, yes, that one. The Moon's Heart Diamond. Alright.
Yeah. But then again, that also has all sorts of other complications and theories about that.
Hmm.
You never know. Only thing that I would put money on the fact that it's a noble woman.
Well, they do
Probably
have the free
avoid the
time to
whole-
play about.
Yeah. Just because it has that kind of pizzazz. I don't really see, common folk like us just kind of waltzing in and managing to do that sort of thing.
Well, glances at the known thieves of Lou, Nadrak, Skadix, Auric.
Hey.
I'll steal.
Gotta
I'll do it. I
discuss
will.
that.
It's not the skill, it's the pizzazz.
That's what I'm... like, he's not saying anything, he's just glancing among, just thinking, aye.
Upstanding citizens, please.
I mean, Gaddick's just a whiz at locks, that's all.
Sawyer locks
Yeah,
suck.
mechanical. He's just good at it.
And everyone just makes shit locks, he has to show them otherwise.
Exactly. It's not
I
my
hold
fault
up
they
my-
don't have my level of training.
I hold up my thieves' tools.
Are you proficient in them?
No, actually, I'm just really good at sleight of hand.
That would be something. Yeah.
Not too bad either.
So, do any of you have any specific quotes for the night, possibly? Anything that I can specifically get down to attribute to you all? I'll try to write up something the next day. Well, I'll have a lot of time to edit it, thankfully, I guess.
God damn, that thing was ugly.
And also to have to ever send that, could you be so kind as to buy a drink before you start attacking us? For the very least, a courtesy.
Spray with perfume. Fucking foil it was, we don't need that shite around here. No, it's a case of it weren't capable of much.
Because we're the best adventurers in the city.
No, don't print that bit.
It
No, wait.
The holder was dead to begin with.
wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure he was writing furiously at Lou's comment there.
Oh, as a matter of fact, he's not writing at all. It's just the paper's off to the side and then the pen is moving on its own.
Yeah, ghost writing.
Leaf? Is he paying you like we are?
Who's Leaf?
That's our ghost. Well,
You have a ghost?
he's Troll Skull Manor's ghost. Ah, he's a helpful one.
Yeah.
So those rumors were true. It actually is a haunted tavern.
Aye, just only mildly haunted though. He doesn't make appearances. He just occasionally moves a chair, wipes down a surface, cleans glasses, that sort of thing.
Just be
Nice
careful if you're going to play him in checkers. He's known to cheat.
Nice and service-minded.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll be off and try to get some sleep before I start working on this article. It's just depressing that I've missed the cutoff.
Ah, well.
Certain you can't finish the article now and have someone else print it for tomorrow?
They're already printing this night, you see, to get it ready for the
Ah.
morning.
The amount of wastage we would have had just doesn't. I'm not sure we would have been done by the morning.
All right. I I just hope to try and brighten your evening a little.
I mean, this is certainly a one for the ages, and I'll have a good story for it. Just a bit late.
Hey, there's always a side story about the policies of the guards keeping people in the tavern. Maybe there's something there for somebody else to write up.
It-
I'll give the guards some leeway there. So don't get me wrong. As agitated as I was over it, I understood why they did it. Clearly, they're concerned that whoever did it might have been either in the tavern or was a hit on somebody in the tavern, which it likely was a hit on you all.
Aye.
Or just if some of the patrons made it out of the tavern, they might be hit in a crossfire.
That too. As annoying as it is, I can understand it. I won't lambaste the guards for it. I know sometimes we're a little bit adversarial with the guards, but I do respect their work. We do have one of the best guards up on the Sword Coast. They're very professional usually. Sometimes
just think-
ineffective.
PR just thinking him seems like someone likes the taste of boot leather.
Someone likes not having his door kicked in, being accused of subversion.
Someone belongs to the policeman's guild.
I smell pork here.
They're frequently ineffective, but when they do things, they do good work. I would say they're professionals. And they do give us a lot of good tips, if you know the right guards.
Clearly.
There it is.
So, I suppose you all have a good night then.
I see you well.
Yeah, bye, Gaxley, and maybe I'll drop by sometime soon, see how things are done up there.
Well, please do. I'll be happy to show you about. And he takes the
Office on the left, right?
Your office is on the second floor?
How do you get up from there? I've only gone through a window.
Are there stairs in there?
Yeah, there's stairs. All right. What are y'all doing?
Sticking this.
Can I cut off one of the beholder's eye stalks for investigation later?
That
I
seems
mean, it
dangerous.
depends. Are you studying it, or correction? Are you planning on stuffing the whole beholder?
Well, no, the idea was we render it down to just the bones.
Okay.
I
Maybe
would
I
like
could
to try and
l-
preserve the eye for study.
Yeah, I want to take
Okay.
one of the stalks, see if I can do some study
Does
about
the stalk
how the
have
rays work.
a bone in it?
That is up to you. I mean, if you look at the Death Tower and all of that is a skeletal beholder, but it's also one they created themselves.
Death Tyrant? No, they don't have bones.
But as
I
a
would think
case,
it would just be muscle, kind of like like eyes. It just has the.
yeah, generally, if you just
Steve,
Google it,
muscle.
there's never a sign of any skeletal components outside the skull.
Okay.
Unless
In
you
which
go
case,
to third-party sources.
okay. So in that case, we're going to say that there is not a skeletal. So if you want to keep the skeleton intact, then yes, you could lop it off and.
Oh, hey, that's a horrific bit of art.
Yeah.
No, not that. This.
Maybe I could learn how. It
I don't
makes
want
its
that.
way through days.
There's a
Ooh,
new
that looks
peg.
like a fun adventure.
I don't want to meet those two.
You meet the wandering mind player who looks pretty chill with his beholder mount, who looks really happy to see you.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
unfortunately,
new
we're
idea for a
hungry.
Cavalier.
Also, that's not a bag on the side there. That's actually a mimic.
Yeah.
You all
Mimic of
are
holding.
allowed to have the corpse, so the corpse is yours to do with what you
Hooray.
wish.
Yay! Let's preserve those eyes.
I wonder if they taste good.
Lou, no.
Probably not.
Right.
This is a zombie already.
There is the concept of fermented food, but I'm pretty sure this one was not stored in an adequate situation.
Oh, but beholder wine. Imagine what we could charge for that.
What do you mean? They didn't just take the
We could-
beholder zombie out of a giant vat of formaldehyde before sticking it on us? Yeah.
I mean, we could just charge whatever we want. No cunt's gonna fucking buy it.
You know somebody would.
It reminds you of that
There are
fucked up.
dwarves in this city.
Reminds you of that fucked up thing we tried whenever we were down south a bit, sort of recently as well. We got shipped in fucking lobster wine made from lobster drippings.
Now, who would do that? Why would anyone possibly enjoy it?
That's a horrible drink that's infested our version of Saltmarsh.
I'm sure there's no cute barmaid who is involved with someone's request of the drink.
Well, she's passable. I wouldn't say cute.
Well, he's a fucking fish man. I think he takes what he can get.
And he's always drunk. So, you know, she only needs to be like a hard 3. But it's just, I don't want this rotten flesh hanging about. It'll look better and a little less terrifying if it were just a skull.
Do we rebrand to Troll Skull, also Beholder Skull Manor?
Yeah, we'll just call it Skull Manor, make it vague.
Hmm.
We'll start
We should also
replacing.
redesign the logo to be minimalist and stupid.
We'll also start replacing the furniture with bone.
That just seems uncomfortable.
Well, we keep the cushions.
Oh. Bone cushions. Okay, that makes more sense.
No. Normal cushions, bone furniture. We'll
Ooh, what
have
if we
this
did the
lovely
reverse?
family atmosphere by seeming as if you're inside a decayed carcass. Trust me, it'll work wonderful.
Reminding me of the Reciteer. Put different items and it changes your shop appeal.
Don't give Rena ideas. She's played that game. She knows how it works.
It's a fun game.
But importantly, by getting rid of all this flesh, should some fucker try to animate it a second time, it's just got a mouth.
It'll also it'll be screwed to the wall, so it won't have a chance of coming loose.
Or it'll take the wall with it, but either way, it'll be a bit done up. There'll be no worry of any potential bullshit CR5 attack.
The eyes was most of that CR, I think.
Yes, entirely
Yeah.
fucking full power disintegration it could have done.
Yep.
Yes. It didn't seem like it, but Horik almost died.
No, he would have been fine.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, he would have been fine. He would have just been frightened.
Oh, that was a frighten? You should have
Yep.
told me. I get advantage on frightens.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Didn't matter.
Yeah, we'll need to find a good wee place to mount it, though. Likely back wall, of course.
All right, so I take it everybody wants to go to bed after that harrowing experience.
Aye. And also use a spell slot to restore the guiding bolt back in the spell storing ring, so there's still 2 in there now.
You have graceful repose.
Gentle repose? No.
Yes. Are we sure we want the body here then? It's gonna start to decay.
Well, that's what I was saying, love, is I've said this now 3 times, is to remove all the flesh, muscle, and whatever, and just have the skull.
Oh, all
It's
right.
you and Gags that want squishy, rotten bits.
Oh, that's true. I just wasn't sure.
You can
All right,
always
I
put-
guess I should set up the brine jar before we go.
So yes, you do get everything started so that you're not going to have rotten beholder flesh into your
As we
tavern.
call for Mr. Fissel, we need a big brine jar. Get the chicken out of there.
One
And yep,
flash.
everybody runs around. It's all good and sorted. And it's
Regale.
time for bed.
Yes, and of course, a quick thing of regaling the children with what occurred.
They go, yeah, we saw it out the window until Mr. Lou dropped a fog cloud.
He does do that, doesn't he? It's alright, though. You're going to help me polish up the skull as well.
Awesome!
I wonder if Lou is related to a squid, you know.
Well,
They kind of.
Now,
I know they deploy ink when threatened. Do you just instinctly deploy fog cloud? Yeah.
Oh,
We
it'd be
could
disgusting doing
see-
that on land. Just ink.
we could see a little bit over the fog cloud because we were up here. So it was actually really cool.
yeah. Surprisingly less threatening than expected. That's because we got the drop on it, though. In a way.
That's just because you're awesome.
That too. I will not deny that. To see the fucking cracks I made in it.
That was great. And then their guy on the roof, he had the big arrows. Can I
He
shoot big
did.
arrows like that?
Once we get your strength trained up, aye.
Awesome.
You need proper arm work for that there sort of thing, so of course, we're going to be working on that. Not intensely,
that
though.
mean-
Don't want to stunt your growth. Just a wee bit. Get you some, actual tone. After all, you're going to be moving up from wooden weapons to metal ones, so you've got to have the right grip for them.
Yeah. Can I do that yet?
With a knife maybe, but otherwise, no. Stay.
Oh.
Yes, you can still have fun playing about. We don't need to get too serious just yet.
Okay.
And there's
Nat
Nat.
has a real one.
Yeah, there's Nat savoring her bloodied knife. It has cut flesh. It has tasted viscera.
No, it's cleaned and she's put it away and she's pretending she doesn't have it like she normally does.
Aye, well, here's the thing. She may have a knife. It were not my idea to give her one this early. Other people decided on that who were already speaking with her before I showed up. So, did not have parental approval, but I'm not taking it away from you.
Okay. They all seem okay with this.
Aye. But still, we'll get you a wee bit of practice.
Okay, hopefully I'll get better with my bow. I keep not hitting things with it.
You will. Just takes time. Practice.
Okay.
Anyway, get to bed, a lot of you.
Alright, no problem.
And I think unless Susanna says otherwise, Marshmallow will probably be staying here, so try not to sniff on the feathers. They'll tickle my nose.
Okay, she's cute and fluffy.
Balance better. Gives the dog a scritch. Walks out.
It's not a contest.
Of course it's not. Wins hands down. A contest would indicate there's a chance of success for the other party.
Harton, do you want to check our guest downstairs and make sure everything's still okay?
Of course, it's always my job, right? Well, who am I again? Raphael, that's it.
Yeah, I think it's best if we limit contact them.
How handy that is for use as he walks on down. It's just amazing how convenient that tends to be for you lot. Fucking shoulders are killing me before he closes the hatch.
I heard that.
Well,
What's
I
wrong with your
weren't.
shoulders?
I weren't whispering. Nah, we're just a statement of displeasure.
Oh, well, are your shoulders okay?
Pretty much, aye. Surprisingly well. How are you
I
doing?
mean, I'm doing all right. I could brew up some a potion with some mushrooms if you know are getting muscle tension. I could help with that.
I've got a warm bath I could have instead. That'll do much better.
Yeah, fair enough.
Aye. So, there was indeed a rescue attempt for you. A many eye-stalked creature raged through the streets.
Beholder.
Aye, looked a bit like your hat.
What kind of beholder?
Are there types?
Was it an alive beholder or a dead beholder?
Well, moving around, zapping things. Seemed pretty lively.
Are you deliberately
Obfuscating? A little bit, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Well, that was the Xanathar sending me my help. He'll send another one and another one and another one if he has to, because I am one of the most important people in his organization, because I take care of Sligar.
I can believe that. It's just what I don't believe is the idea that he'd have legions of beholders to send forward. That seems a bit unlikely. They're pretty powerful creatures, aren't they?
Yes.
They're not overly they're not overly cooperative, I imagine, being so big and powerful.
He has several zombie beholders.
Several of them.
Yes.
How do you amass that many?
Well, a beholder kills a beholder, and then you have a beholder corpse, and then you animate the beholder corpse. Obviously.
Does he animate it himself? Or does he have a necromancer on staff for that? Because it is a bit of a technique.
That's not something I can answer.
Alright. Let's see now. It was pretty rotten and all. Probably was a zombie one. I've not actually seen a live one, though.
I have.
I imagine so. You had to get a model for your head, after all.
You better be careful, or the Xanathar might show up himself.
How's he much more nasty than a beholder?
Have you gone into the room, or are you just talking through the door?
Just talking through the door.
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
Alright. Would you like some little button mushrooms or some brown caps?
Either or is fine.
I'll be down with your roll again.
Alright. Thank you.
As he genially just continues to treat this kidnapped man all right, despite him being a crazy batshit fucker. Think of how poor Slygar's health is declining right now. It's bound to be a very picky, fussy goldfish.
Oh, yeah.
With expensive tastes.
I'll let the Zenithar know you've been treating me well. Even though you still haven't let me go, so your death will be painful but short.
I was hoping we were going to finally upgrade to a painless and short.
No, that'd be if you let me go now.
I mean, I'm trying to be nice and all, like, a bit of give and take.
That is the give. Normally it would be very long and painful.
I don't know, how long can a disintegration be? I suppose I don't want to find out, come to think of it.
Oh yeah, at this stage it probably wouldn't be disintegration. There are lots of things the Zenithar could do to you.
Alright. Big bag of tricks.
Oh yes.
Festooned with all kinds of magical artifacts, no doubt, from conquests.
He does have quite a few, yeah. I can't tell you about them.
Okay. What's his favourite one?
I can't tell you that.
You can give me a vague idea, couldn't you?
No, I cannot. Particularly not that one.
Alright, well, have yourself a fine evening, as best you can. I'll be down come morning for breakfast and clean up.
Cheers.
Walking out to see that the rest of the party have just been sitting around, smoking, drinking, doing sweet fuck all.
If I go back down there, you know I'm going to steal his hat.
It's a stressful night for a lot of you, I can see, as he just heads up to go to bed.
I mean, it was for me for a moment. I thought I was going to come back to a lukewarm beer.
Martin.
Yay.
Uzana.
It's always fun when it starts with my name.
I mean, going to your room.
Is there a guest in our room?
Not that you can see, but you do hear a tapping sound. It's coming from the box.
Ooh. I'm over like a shot.
The egg is kind of rocking and tapping up against the wooden crate side.
Oh, it's getting close. Come on, you wee one.
You hear a crack.
Oh, it's
Fuck
time.
it.
Should we get the kids?
Fuck, it's broken. No, it's a good idea. You can get Marshmallow to bring them, sure.
All right. I will communicate with Marshmallow and get the kids saying it is time for the hatching.
Which comes out of a cat's mouth. It doesn't lip sync, it just opens the mouth.
It is time for the hatching.
The ritual zone.
And Jenks pushes his way up for it. Really?
It's our big moment.
Already?
The family. It's been weeks.
That's only been two 10 days.
He's
A little under
impatient.
10 days.
To be fair, a lot happens in a day here. It's felt like several months, weirdly enough, since the egg arrived. There's our big moment when our family gets one larger.
And yes, eventually the egg cracks open.
I quickly throw Jinx out the window so he bonds only with me.
And the little owlbear head pops up out.
Where did it get the fish?
It's the image that we had. Deal with it. It looks very confused.
He was clearly feeding on caviar in there.
Only the finest. It's spoiled already.
Kids, here's Hooten.
Here's looking at
It's
it.
adorable. Can I pet it?
It's gonna be a big, fearsome, mighty beast. Till
Can I
then,
pet
though, it's gonna be a spoiled, rotten little pet.
Can I pet it?
Let's
Sure, but
give
be very careful.
Let's give it a wee
It's a
moment
baby
first.
after all.
Alright, let's give it a wee moment first just to get its bearings here. Get a scent and whatnot. I suppose it'll probably be blind as well at this point.
It is very confusedly bouncing about, particularly as it's still in the crate.
Aye. Alright, let's get a hold of you now. Alright, Jinx, you can pat the head and whatnot. That is an amazing sight to look at.
Once you pick it up, it makes a very confused squeak sound, but it does like having the head pats.
You're gonna be far more reliable than Bjorn ever was. You're not gonna disappoint me like Lou does. You're gonna be trustworthy unlike Horik. And you won't be just fucking weird like Gatix is.
Fortunately, Gaddix couldn't hear that.
You won't disappoint me.
It will take that as a challenge.
Probably will.
Oh no, yeah.
Of course, he doesn't really say that, but he fucking thinks it.
You have an owlbear!
I have a tiny, non-statted owlbear. Woohoo!
I have a
Throw it for 1d1 damage.
It won't be able to do fucking anything
All right, Addix is back from
Yeah,
getting
it is unable
medicine.
to
What
do
did
anything
Gaddix
for the
miss?
moment.
for a while.
Yeah.
And now Harden has the papoose.
Yeah, technically it does have a stat line, but it's not the real stat line for the moment.
Yeah.
Because it's a baby.
It's a baby that is incapable of anything, even feeding itself. It's worthless.
But its charisma score
let's get a new
is
one.
somehow way above 20.
This thing's
Yes.
useless. Let's get a new one.
It's a new one.
Just sitting back with Jenks as we look at it and just going, it smells, it looks funny. We don't want this. Let's get a dog, another dog.
Farted. I mean, it's technically half bird. Does it have a cloaca? Does it just shit everywhere?
I'm not
What-
finding out, Gatix, and you stay away from it. You have shown far too much of a proclivity for the anus of animals.
Not
That's
have a
true.
Ricky Chicago.
Just so you also know just what you're looking at right now that it's newly born.
I know, it's probably a horrific little pink thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Came out
it's,
slimy for sure.
As a reminder, when Simon got his owlbear, he drank its siblings that were like that. He had good old-fashioned owlbear balut.
Yeah.
Just chewy enough to be solid. And he's still eating Olber's mother in jerky form.
But Olber's adorable, so it's fine. He doesn't know.
Well, it's
I
just...
mean, as we also found out from Baldur's Gate 3, he shares the same taste, so it's okay.
It's simple. Because they were able to kill the mother, they are better than the mother. Although I think the killing blow was Chicago putting himself elbow deep in its anus. With his sword, at least.
God, is that one of the ones I threw out?
Eventually,
I hope so.
yeah, you threw it off. You threw it away when you got eaten by the crocodile.
Yeah. That
And
one was not the one outside of the boat, at least.
No, and then the knife was when you were just after the insect swarm. You just decided, I'm gonna find a hole in the side of the boat and just drop my knife through it. And in the next
was gonna
combat,
use
oh,
it.
I've got no weapons.
Yeah, not the best rogue.
Yep.
What a surprise.
All right, but yes, you now have your owlbear. The children do go to take their sleep.
All right, you can take Marshmallow with you. Not Hooten though. He's got to stay here for a bit. We've got to wad him up in the nest.
Okay.
But the box has now moved from the floor to his bedside cabinet.
Yep, the accurate gifts for the owlbear puppet.
Oh, is Marshmallow the Tressum? Is that
Yep.
who we're talking
Yes.
about?
The Tressum, where I found some old the Cormier lore where it talks about them in a case of what a visual aerial catfights between Tressum territories.
That sounds amazing.
It's got to be a sight to behold.
Yes.
And unlike normal cats, they're actually efficient ratters.
That is some efficient cats.
Well, as in, they're more like owls in that they will hunt, kill, eat, as opposed to cats which will play.
Hunt, kill, eat half of it, and then throw up. Usually is how it goes.
Not even, not even bite it. You'll just swallow it for a bit and spit it up, still alive later.
My cat would fucking just eat whatever it caught, and I found out because we had a window open to the guest room during the summer once, and we had not been into the room for a long time. So when I went in there, I just found tails of mice, 3 of them, and then 5 wings from different sized birds.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
But you all take your long rest. You have been successful. And you wake up in the morning.
That's a novelty.
Nobody knocked at the door. Oh my god. Is the door even still there?
Cork's gonna go down and check and see.
No, they
if
just
they've
went
got-
through your window, Lou.
Not again.
Yeah, Hork's gonna go down and check and see if we've got a drow infestation in the common room.
There are no drow that you do not expect to see in the common room.
What about unexpected drow?
Nope, no unexpected drow in the common room either.
There's one tiny Lou next to Lou. It's an illusion.
Now, are you going down into the bar?
Not yet. I am very
Yes.
busy. For one thing, Uzana gets a gentle repose on her eyeball.
Yay!
Luckily,
That's fine.
luckily, it's a ritual spell.
Yep.
There is a drow in the bar.
Okay, it's a drow I recognize, possibly. I've
It
had
is a
this
drow that is in a human form that you recognize.
We recognize too many drow. This is a problem in our lives.
Yeah, but we've seen this drow before, and it was another drow. I
Huh?
think. Oh no, that was Lou. Lou was
Yeah, no.
another drow.
I'm technically a drow.
This is Felric.
Horik, good morning.
Uh, so, any reason that turned up here?
Xanathar sent it.
Okay. So what can we do to not have things like that turn up here?
Shouldn't be a problem anymore. We've removed your guest.
Okay. Does
That's why I'm
Xanathar
back.
know you've removed the guest?
Likely, yes.
Fucking finally.
Okay, that's a good start. That's a call for Egg Benedict for breakfast. Excellent.
Oh,
You hear a knock on the common room door.
it's the eggs.
Okay, I head up and go to the common room door.
It is the paper.
Hello, paper. Excellent. Thank you. How much?
It's two silver question mark? Yes.
1.
1 silver, there you go.
Fucker's trying to
I
double the
agree.
price.
That does sound like something a paper boy
Yeah, I
would
was
do.
about to say, he did see he's not the regular guy who takes the paper, and he did ask. That kid could skim the top.
It's one silver.
Well, I'm going to hand him 2 and go for a delivery.
Oh,
So,
cheers!
Don't do that.
Thanks for the tip.
Don't get them used to it. You have to keep them hungry.
well, it was good service for today. They knocked and didn't throw it through a window.
After we killed the bugbears, the troll, and the beholder, I don't think people would risk that.
Yeah, but they don't know the beholder yet. Apparently, they couldn't print it.
Apparently, some others might have been able to print it. It's just that, the person who was there to write the article couldn't get it written in time. Lou, when you do come down and Felric gives you a wave, I'm back.
You disappeared quite suddenly.
I had a lot of things to do, and I had to inform Jarlaxle about the Beholder incident.
Fog Cloud was good though, huh?
Yes, it was very smart.
Hey.
You make excellent decisions.
Yeah, clearly.
And yes, when you all come down, you get to read the paper.
Oh boy.
Gaddix is too busy playing with his beholder stock. There must be a way to
Look it in the eye.
replicate the ray.
That's not a phrasing at all.
Shut up.
Who is reading what?
Hang on. It's D20 is being weird about how to look at this.
Huh.
Alright, let's have a wee look here. He of course has Vialbear snuggled up beside him in a pouch.
Oh yeah.
I bet it.
And a wee bit, first of all, the paper. Eat your breakfast. He is, of
Oh,
course,
it's already
lavishing
done.
attention upon it.
I want to
Gotta
give it
say-
some bacon.
The city's got extremely reliable weather.
For some reason, I can't actually open Wazoo 8.
Weird.
Huh.
It's because it's already open.
Oh, yeah. Well, I closed it right now because I tried to zoom in so I could actually read it, but it didn't actually
Alright.
adjust in resolution.
Oh.
Castle Anther's open garden exhibit. I mean. There's an H in
All
it.
right. Yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to be. Whoops.
Priceless
My
treasure.
editor didn't catch that.
Priceless treasures on display today only. Lord Victoro and Lady Amalia Castlanther have been kind enough to rent out a garden on the corner of Delzorin and Feather Street in the Seaward to show off some of their collections of paintings, statues, and more. Well, we know where JB and AI will be.
I.
You
Yeah,
listening to
this
this,
guy.
Al?
It's not Al. Damn it. I'm writing specifically about why it's not Al.
For one day only, they have decided to bless us with some of the finer pieces. Portraits of the family are included, including one of the former Open Lord from the same family. The Castlanther seem to be determined to show us that they are back, and with the same power and wealth as before. Truly, they have done well for themselves in such a short period of time. We wish we could get them to agree on an interview about their business strategies, but alas, we were denied that interview. Still, come see the lovely works on display. Our favourites were the famed Forlorn Lady with Daisy, Man with a Heart of Stone, The Protectors of Waterdeep, and of course the stone-carved statue of the Lord and Lady Catslanters themselves. It's free, it's worth the time, so come on down to take a look. Well, we'll have to keep a lookout for that. You know he swiped something.
I just don't
likely.
know anything about art. Fuck. Where do I get lessons?
If only you
Go
could
back to
call down the
college.
spirits of the undead.
Might have to multi-class actually.
Oh no.
Become even more useless.
I mean, it couldn't get much worse.
I don't know. Lou's doing pretty darn good.
I know, but it's just, oh, I'll multiclass and fuck up my spell slot progression as well. Alright, slide it to someone else. In this case, likely Lou, since he can actually read the paper currently.
Well, I have also opened your stream so I can read the paper.
Well, there you go, then, Bjorn. You get story 2.
Alright. Weddings, annulments, and diviners o' May. Noble Lord marries his secret half-sister, oh dear. Oh, the complicated lives of nobility. Lord Felruse Habblethorpe, 25, had a
Wow.
horrible surprise during his wedding reception. A diviner stood up during the toast, announcing she had a vision of the new Lady Habblethorpe, 21, implying that she was in fact the bastard daughter of his father.
To which he replied, you bitch.
The diviner was ejected from the reception, of course, but over the course of the week, investigations by the Lord proved all the allegations true. The now former Lady Cecil Habblethorpe had been production of a one-night stand between the deceased Lord Habblethorpe and Lady the Meralda Gelnarine.
Why does that sound like a familiar name?
The wedding was quickly annulled, and while Lord Gelnarine was disowned to the girl, Lord Felruse has given Cecil a proper place in his house, but as his sister, not a wife. Oh, that's
Which-
gotta be fucking awkward.
Which, if you're in
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate, is the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, pass it
That's
along.
the official story.
Who's
Aye,
going to be a
run
wee terror
for
on
it.
the snowy wastes? You're gonna pull
Woman's
horses down
underwear
and then eat the
stolen en
riders.
masse.
Right, sorry, Hornet, go on.
Woman of Bronder's Way. Guard your washing. A series of brazen thefts have taken place 2 days in a row. The washing hung to dry above the street has noted several missing articles, all underwear from the ladies of the way.
Quick accusing glance at Lou and Nadrax. I know Gaddix is innocent in this.
Clearly the art
Gaddix
guy.
isn't even there. He hasn't left his room yet.
No, I don't think.
Playing with
I
his
don't
stock.
think it's Lou, but there is a JB around.
Oh, he would.
He doesn't have
Lou,
to
your
steal ladies'
dad's a
underwear.
pervert.
It's not about the need, it's the want.
He's been stressed lately. He needed a little bit of stress relief.
Yeah. Lou, I need you to go undercover somewhere. Luckily I provided supplies.
Oh, great.
The men's underwear has remained untouched thus far. Well, that counts Falric out of this,
Those poor lads must be very boring for him.
leaving us one possible outcome. There is a JB pervert on the loose. He, or she, probably not, clearly doesn't have a specific taste, as multiple shapes and sizes has been pilfered.
So it's not for personal use, then, we'll say that.
Yeah. Some lines have nary undergarment left on them, while others only have one or two absconded. There is no rhyme or reason, and both the street and the wazoo are left scratching our heads. For now, Brondar's Way must simply watch the line.
See, now it's a question I didn't think I'd have to ask. When it comes to doppelgangers, do they take on the entire form and outfit, or just the body? Or do they have an option of the two? Because I'm just imagining, like, a spate of underwear thievery could be something in the lifetime of a doppelganger as they're deciding on their next form.
You'd expect whole outfits to go missing then?
You would, aye, but it's a case of, it's easy. Like, underwear is a bit trickier to swipe. That's a bit more personalised. You can get away with any size of coat and dress, usually. Well, if you want your unmentionables to fit, you've got to be kind of specific.
I'd imagine they can adjust their bodies as needed.
Can they, or can they only copy?
They can only copy.
But I
No,
mean, they would copy the size of the person they copy rather than having their own stature.
Yeah.
Which means they could need specific underwear,
Measurements.
which they might not have available to them. But this is probably just Starlaxle getting his jollies, obviously. Isn't that right, Felton?
No, this is not something Jarlaxle would do.
Are you sure?
And maybe Krebig?
No!
He does seem the type. I mean, he's very quiet. It's always the quiet ones you suspect.
That's why I'm surely innocent.
Kribbig would not be doing that. And certainly, no, I know his type. He would not be going for all of them.
There is another possibility we haven't suggested yet. Zorg.
What are you talking about? I've already suggested him.
True.
Zord would not do that either, thank you. He has entertainment on the ship.
I'm just amused by the fucking little nugget of knowledge you drop there, and you know his type, and he goes for a specific type of woman.
Of course I know Kribbig's type.
Well, I say, probably. I don't know him well enough to say woman or bloke.
He likes women.
Which is surprising as a drow man.
Well, I mean, just because many people are attracted to drow women does not necessarily mean that we like drow women.
I mean, the only thing Gaddix has to go on is Lou, so,
That's a really bad example of a drow.
I know, yeah.
I've just realised why Lou has fog cloud.
So he's just looking at his relationships going, yeah, that kind of checks out for what I know. Yeah.
Since Lou grew up among halflings with halflings diet and he's a drow, he just has IBS.
Oh.
Wasn't able to pile on the calories like they wanted. Couldn't handle the richness.
It became mana.
Alright, let's slide this to the next one, eh? Alright, Lou, come over here. Wash it.
I've
Wipe your
just
fingers down
had a
first.
terrible thought.
Mhm.
I need to see the map of the city, though. Just to make sure.
We've got to see where Bronder's Way is.
Yeah. How far has Marshmallow been wandering?
Nah, this is over a couple of days. He or she has only existed for a day.
Mhm.
Yeah. Still a possibility.
Nah, I mean, Uzana has a rough idea of where he is at all times, or it is. Speaking
He
of,
has to sleep sometimes.
I'm
Well-
aware of that. I tend to be there when it happens. Alright, who's the next victim for reading? Although there is one I want to do here. I just want to take this wee bit here. Jaunty
know what you're
Brigand? Really? Al? Do these people just have no ability to come up with a catchy moniker?
It clearly says Art Incarnate, not Al. Art Incarnate. It's
Helpful
AI.
Fit Moffat. It just sounds
I
like
couldn't have
someone
got that name.
Yeah, it's just like you're blowing your nose. Helpful Fit Moffat.
I thought you would
I
like that name.
Now,
I think
with a
Art
name
Incarnate's
like
kinda cool.
that, do you just think that's the name of a human or something else?
I'd say none, to be honest.
No, human.
You think? To be fair, we've got no fucking proper measuring stick with that there, thanks to Flynn.
Hayward, Bidden, and Moffat. And the last one was Sutton.
Hmm.
The Worthington Bank Gang.
It could be
Alright.
an elf name.
Nah, not enough apostrophes.
Surface elves don't use it.
I love how that's become the thing. Yeah. Can't be an elf, not enough apostrophes.
Yep. You need at least one. You're not even a half elf if you don't have one. Alright.
Well, then what does that make Kelmorn, huh?
I have his real elf name. He just doesn't go by it.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I have
Okay.
showed it to laughter.
You get a pass.
Yeah. What is going on at that poor Troll Skull Tavern? I heard it was haunted. Are all of these attacks and problems there retribution for trying to reopen? Has anyone looked into the place from that angle before? Might be worth considering. Elvira Tannabritches.
I guess we have an assassination target.
She's as wide off the mark as fucking Garrix was the first time he made his gun.
Hey.
Well,
I resemble
seeing
that
half
remark.
the night our patrons are actually playing checkers with the ghost. Yeah, I think the ghost is fine.
Yeah, he leaves fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been quite accommodating.
He just wants the place to work. Scintillating socializing. Do you wish to learn how to rub elbows with the elite? Properly set a table for any occasion. Entertain with grace and decorum. Quillen spoils alley. Hire us to run your occasion, or educate you on proper class.
Huh.
Yeah, take a note there of your address if you notice, Lou. On you go.
Cool hat. I mean, that's all you need is a cool hat.
I'm just remembering the time you were meant to be a Mr. Benny Yago.
Yeah, that went well.
Look, I didn't properly prepare, but next time I play that part, I'm gonna do it better. Right, Felrict?
Yes.
Also,
God,
I just
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to. You mean I'm gonna have to do it again for real?
Yes.
Probably.
Lou.
Also, I'm
That
gonna
was-
point.
No, I know for a fact.
I'm gonna point out in that image for the headline, that horse is fucking huge. Those people are gigantic.
Yeah, they're like 12 feet tall. And the boats are tiny, tiny little things.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, let's see here. Beep you. Yeah, it was meant to be the GM. Didn't that work?
Oh,
Womp womp.
Yeah.
How we know?
I clicked the tag and all. Yeah, that's. It's saying to GM on my sheet.
Let's see.
What the fuck? Let's check the toggle here.
there. Now it's working.
Oh, there we go. Whisper toggle. That's why. So I had the button to go to GM, but also to never whisper. How the fuck does that work? Yeah, that worked now. What the hell? And I have video evidence.
Yeah.
Just give a little eye at Felrict. I see, I see. Hang on a fucking second here. Oric, you've already done 2 across. What is this bullshit?
No, that wasn't me. I was going to get the Sudoku.
Leave.
Alright, now you've wiped your hands, Ilu. Just in case, Uzi, could you give him a press the digit hit there?
Sure thing.
Alright, now you may lightly pat him. Be gentle.
Oh. I just want to ruffle. Did you leave the ruffle?
Putin squeaks.
Yeah, I hand Lou his favourite page from the paper, the children's activity page. It's got a colouring in.
Good thing I have these colored
share.
pencils.
It's so you can share, right?
Share.
What do you need pencils for? If you just use your illusion magic, you can do it again and again.
Yes.
But the pencils are also illusions. How does that work?
They don't. That's illusions for you. You
I
get
can
the
do
form.
it forever in my mind.
Yeah, you get the form, but not the function.
I love the little mazes where you go from one end to the other. Pencil.
Might come in handy when we go back down in when we go down in Martin. We've not quite been there properly yet.
I almost got thrown down there once.
Well, I mean, we were on the cusp of Skullport, but we didn't go inside.
The kids are giving you side eye with the going into Undermountain thing.
Well, I didn't exclude any of us, did I?
I don't want to go in there.
No, that'd be interesting. I've no idea myself.
Mm-mm.
Talking axes, apparently.
No, that's that was a thing done for the city. That's not part of Undermountain's loot.
I bet you we could find a talking axe if you look hard enough.
2 gold.
Alright, you got it. 2 gold on a talking axe.
Right.
Write that down on my sheet.
Well, I mean, it's not necessary to go down. Well, we go down as a big supportive group. No one left behind, kind of thing.
The 3 kids kind of all look at each other.
I have
know,
a
I know.
question. What happened to the card that our friend JB made, as it were? Was that just thrown away, or they held on to it, or did it go to the insurance company, or what?
The fake?
Yeah. Actually, would have been nice to have.
I'm wondering if JB just went in there and just changed the initials just enough so it's now considered a fake, then it's going to go to the insurance company, which he is actually the owner of, and get the card that way.
That would have been very smart, but that's not what happened.
Nah, he was doing this for the spectacle, so definitely a fake. Besides, I had it properly evaluated and all by experts.
Not just us.
No, I do know for a fact that is a fake. That was done up specifically.
Hopefully it didn't wind up in the bin.
No, very likely they at least kept it for, what else are you going to do? It's going to be the person who had it filtered.
Still a
What if
lovely
we
bit.
steal it and replace it with a worse fake? And then we
See,
steal that one and
now
replace it
that'd
with an
be
even worse fake.
That'd be something Al could do.
Just need a fucking name.
All right, Art Incarnate, just sit down there. No, we're not doing that.
Don't
I would
do
never
that.
do crime.
Don't encourage him. He'll want to be using that in the bedroom.
Oh.
Oh no.
What I'm doing right now is a work of art. Incarnate.
I'm learning too much about Lou against my will.
He literally just looks at Lou and just says, no.
Well,
Just
I
once.
thought it was a bad idea too, but that's awful mean.
Thought it was a bad idea, but let's not rule
No.
things out.
No.
Let's not say things we can't take back now.
just saying that's a line right there.
Like, you can't be Jaunty Brigand.
No, I will not be Justin Brigand. No, absolutely not. Nope, 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 nope.
Felric,
That would be very awkward.
that would be the worst way for Lou to find out as he says, "Call me daddy." Yes, boss.
Felric is not that dumb.
What a horrific moment in his life.
I don't like any of this.
Uh,
Yes.
so, what are you going to do today?
I'm by the fire with the kids, lounging with the owlbear, and Balin, and Marshmallow maybe, and Hosanna. In that order.
You know, Harton, obviously I am Art Incarnate, but you were there when Art Incarnate was incarnated.
You got a point?
I was gonna go to the show, just look at some art.
Aye, but then we had a bit of fun. That 10-year-old had you cornered. That was real nasty.
I squeaked it out though. That 100 gold feels good in my pocket still. Stupid kid, take all his lunch money.
It's fucking depressing how much we made on that compared to this thriving business where we have the place full to capacity every night.
That's consumerism for you. Gotta get those papers. Look, addicts could have won the whole thing. We could have been actually rich.
Just that kind of thing where you reach a certain age and you should probably just leave your home and go out there and collect them all to win at tournaments and get the prize money.
That was about
Yeah, you
70 years ago.
Those are some good ideas you got going there.
The only way that could be successful if you started like at 12 or something. I can't possibly see how else you could do it.
Mind you, you'd have to have a different age limit for ones like you. You know, are you allowed out of a burrow that young?
Oh man, I wish they had a
That's
different
true.
age limit. It would have kept that elf out of my bracket.
If I recall,
He's
I
thinking,
think dwarves are considered adults at 21 to 25.
sounds about right. I think.
Aye, but
yeah,
he's
I'm not
talking
gonna
about
consider
adolescence and all.
adults
He's just
fine.
saying, you know, it's just that silly statement of, are you allowed out of a burrow that age?
Is he allowed out at this age?
Technically, yes. Legally, probably not. That's a bad idea. We're not sure what you're running from. All I know is it's
Late
probably
finds.
bloodied up.
Late finds, I forgot about the book that I borrowed when it went down.
And when
Oh,
you
they
can
can
live
be
over
trouble.
100 years old, those bills fucking mount.
Yeah. I remember leaving for Baldur's Gate, then I met you, and then I just kind of forgot, and I kept the book ever since.
How to identify a red and white wine?
Well, I'd hope you'd be able to identify a red or white wine.
It's fucking impossible. Except by looking at it. It's your only clue. The important thing is if it has a picture on the label, it's shite.
I like pictures. One has a cool duck.
It's just one of those things. Like if it's in a box or has a picture on the label, it's bad wine.
I want the shiny duck.
But I intend to take this a relaxed morning. Not thinking about any of the possible implications or further consequences to do with.
I'll probably be spending at the day at the carpenter and the smith to bolster the doors a bit.
Bjorn, Jinx pokes you. Are we gonna go look at the art stuff?
He pokes Bjorn about it.
Martin, sorry, wrong person.
I was gonna say that.
Because at that point I'll just say Bjorn just looking at it incredulously.
The fuck do
That'll
you
show
think
your
I am,
door.
child? Do you see pointed ears on me? Get the fuck out of my sight.
He pokes Harton.
Aye, we could do. Do you want to do it today then?
I mean,
We
it was
have
only
to.
today, yeah.
Oh, alright, it was. I thought you were going to want to chase up on the underwear thief. Aye, we'll do the art instead.
Why would we want to chase the underwear thief?
It was just a wee joke. Pointing out from the obvious thing we should do to the irrelevant thing on the side.
Oh. Okay.
On the way, is there a bookstore we can stop for some books about art? Just real quick.
Right next door.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
next door.
Maybe I'll get a discount for murdering a fucking beholder.
Maybe. He's a nice lad.
Mhm.
Shiny as hell, though. I think he polishes. Right, has anyone checked to see if Gags has gone blind from playing with his stock too much?
I mean, he hasn't disintegrated yet, so that's a good sign.
You don't know that. Have you checked the room?
No, I'm not fucking going in there. I heard steam escaping. It could have been a giant snake.
Oh god, I imagine that part of the smell that's coming from Gaddick's room at this point when you open up, it's like as I experience now, the horrendous smell that comes from resins.
Mm.
No, in his case, it's just the potent fumes of oil. Like, you could light a match outside his room and it would catch fire. You just see the air ripple around his chamber.
Yeah, there's a no open flames at the top of the stairs.
Gotta get you a fucking air extractor.
And Felric does point out, after, you look at your art stuff, theoretically we should try to go check out on that stone thing.
Aye. You're right, we probably should deal with the main plot at some point.
Mhm.
Mind you, it's only come up a few times. It can't be that, well, okay, it's massively valuable, but I'm sure it's perfectly fine in that cellar, and there's no way someone will have gotten to it before us after the many days of delay.
Oh, it's in a crypt.
Close enough.
But yeah, we could go look at the art and then potentially go try to, check out the crypt.
We might as well have a nice stress-free morning before we increase the stress level by going down to the crypts and chambers.
Can we get cinnamon rolls?
You can, but you really should vary it up a wee bit. You should get those wee pastries with the icing.
Oh, I'll get orange rolls. Good idea.
Ah, there we go.
Orange rolls. Now, that
Also,
sounds good.
Lou, Felric finally turns to you and says, Lou, what are you doing with
Yes?
that eye patch?
Well, I found it, and I think it's cool.
It's a snake.
Those guys we murdered, the bandit kind of leader guy had it. And it actually seems to provide some tangible benefit. For example, I close my eyes, I can still sort of see you, I guess. I don't know.
No, 5 feet, lad, 5 feet.
Well, I'm at the bar.
You need to get closer.
Okay, I'm gonna make a suggestion. If you wear the eye patch, the hat comes off.
How that could possibly
As
cause you
he's-
to think that.
As he said before, just like his father, the hat stays on.
Oh,
He stops and looks at you, Harton. Don't you think the hat should come off?
I'm against the eye patch mainly. Just out in public, people are going to be taking a second look at you with a fucking snake over your eye.
It might help with today's investigation of art. I'll at least try it for today. If it doesn't work out today, I'll leave it for business.
Can you put in your
The
pocket
eye
when...
patch part. The eye patch part is flat enough. It looks like a very decorative eye patch. It's not like somebody's gonna think it's an actual snake.
You could try
It
it.
wasn't obvious it was a snake. Yeah.
Come to think of it, you probably should try a different hat.
I have had this one for a while now. You're right. We'll stop
Right.
at the hat shop on the way as well. What do you think?
Well, I was thinking something like more like your dad was wearing, the flat cap sort of thing.
Yeah,
It'll make you
Working
look
out in the
more like a
field
sort
type
of
of hat?
investigative type. I think the detective lad next door, he had something like that.
Huh.
Get you in the
Well-
mindset as Al.
No, he was not Al. Art incarnate. Maybe I'll get a hat that says Art incarnate on it so nobody forgets. Ooh, I should sell merch. I could be rich. Art incarnate
Okay.
merch.
I
Speaking
found
of the
a
detective,
Brundle's
it's been
way
a
on the
while.
Waterdeep map. It's not looking good for us.
I mean, what makes you think anyone here wears underwear?
yeah, Dix wears underwear.
We're adventurers. We're going commando.
He's got his depends because he cannot always rely on knowing if he's going to make it to the toilet or not because he's got to get this well done.
He's gonna.
Well, see,
invent,
it's just
like-
the street to the south of us. Yeah.
Who the fuck would be doing it so close? I'm honestly, I mean, we'll do it later. We'll do the walk to the art place first.
Mhm.
I'm a little curious though. Like, someone who is just stealing underwear seems like an easier thing to chase down and beat up than someone with a gun.
Okay. What are the chances that it was our guest who was stealing the underwear?
Nah, he never got out of the bonds. He was fucking wrapped up tight in iron
I
bands.
mean, maybe he was doing some magic shit. I don't know. We never saw him leave. He possibly had an underwear stash.
No, he does not.
No, he did not. As the only one who went into his cell to clean him, no, he did not. Thanks for that, by the way.
I fed him.
You were all real. You're fine, Luke. You were all real helpful. He doesn't look at
I'm
Felton,
just saying-
at Felton
Insist
during
that
this, of
only
course.
you two go down?
I would have been happy for any other assistance. It did not materialize, however.
You all missed a really cool hat.
Had to keep wearing that bloody bag. It was a nice hat.
I'm just saying,
Maybe I
when
should
we
wear one of
came and
those.
got him this morning, he did not have any underwear. He also did not escape, otherwise he would have just escaped.
Aye.
He didn't have any underwear?
No, he didn't.
I didn't check to see if he was wearing any. I will admit, I was not checking to see if he actively had them on, but there was nothing added to his person.
Has the cell been scrubbed?
It's clean.
Yes, Horak
Good.
did that.
It's clean.
Are we even... What are we going to do with that extra space?
Nothing.
Extra storage, right? It's kind of it.
Oh, we're all using the cellar. We're not over capacity yet.
But if we ever do run into that, I mean, if the halflings are planning on coming in again, I should probably stock up.
Aye, we'll make that the potato chamber, aye?
Ah, I like this idea.
Well,
What's the name of the-
hopefully the family gives us notice next time they turn up.
So, what's the name of that guy who did the extra room again?
No, that was well, technically that was just a space in. There
Yeah,
wasn't
they
a
just put
room
in a
where you
wooden
just-
door.
Yeah,
Ah, oh.
Jarlaxle installed a wooden door for y'all.
How
you're-
gracious.
Yeah, what can I say except you're welcome? Thanks.
What can I say except copyright strike? Anyways,
Except, it's mine.
Do I own that cat?
What's up, part? Do I own him? Not yet, Mr. Mouse.
so what is the first thing you're doing?
Well, we stop off for some pastries and various sweet snacks. Then we head for the
And some
Castle
books to
Lanter's
cheat
place.
with. Also, I'm going to pick up the books to cheat with so I can have reference when I'm looking at this art.
Oh, yes, indeed. He gets to talk to
Just-
our Dragonborn librarian friend we've only spoken to like twice before.
I'm just hoping to spend money to get advantage.
Oh, that's right. Also, I need to adjust my spells for a morning because, of course, we have to deal with Meloon. Oh, I forget to put this on here. Protection from evil and good. Yeah, weird. I never put it on a spell list originally. So, what do I lose for that? I'll lose Bane. Because we will have to solve a Meloon thing.
As you all are getting ready to walk out, you hear a knock, knock, knock.
So close! We're so fucking close! Looks down at Hooten. The first thing I'm going to teach you is to attack those who knock on our door unwarranted.
This is for the tavern, because I assume y'all are in the tap room.
Aye. Basically, we keep the hatch open and just talk between the upper and lower floors.
Hello? We're not open as of yet.
That's alright. Think about how many we get here. Just vomit there's the door open.
Oh, hello everybody?
Hello there, Mr. Silverman.
On then.
Yes, Mr. Lou. Remember how I mentioned I'd be popping by today?
Not a fucking thought in his head.
That was fucking muted, sorry. Yeah. I entirely remembered and was not planning to go anywhere else at all.
Well,
That's
I
a
have
lie.
some. Oh, well, I have some good news. I have somebody who wants to meet with you. Your friends too, potentially, I would assume.
Excellent. Do we get to know the identity beforehand?
You know of her, no doubt.
Hey. Is it the
the-
queen?
We don't have a queen. We have an
Well,
open
not if
lord.
you're somewhere else, obviously.
Well,
Yes.
I'm
You
pretty
know.
sure you've got a queen somewhere in the theatre district, like a real prima donna actress. In fact, we met one almost like that.
Yeah, we do have some prima donnas, yes, but no, we have the open lord, and yes, she is requesting an audience with you all.
Fucking hell.
I was almost certain it was that actress who was at the play.
That's
It's an upgrade.
a hell of a
Ah.
fucking invitation to get.
When?
Now,
Does she want to accompany
Haruk
us to
looked
the art
outside
exhibit?
to see if there's any guards around. He wants to
There's
know
not.
how. Okay.
Get a quick little shine on Squidly's eye patch.
does that include us, Mister?
Might as well. It's
Yeah, look.
unless you're
she
not.
specif-
Yeah, unless you're not allowing our childs.
No, there wasn't a specification saying they couldn't come. It was just as long as they know how to behave.
Hang on, that's
I'm
an
sure
important.
they're not
That's
dangerous.
That's an important question, actually. As he takes Lou with the kids in the corner.
Are there any dress codes for this?
No, she
If
dressed
he's asking in the
appropriately.
morning like this, there are no dress codes.
Dressed appropriately. We're not expecting fancy dress.
Right, so Usana, could you host
Alright.
down Gaddix a bit with your prestidigitation?
Wow.
I'll prestidigitate him, but why always calling it a hose?
Well,
There was.
metaphorically.
Yeah, they're
Alright.
stealing panties, not pantyhose.
Right, can you
Gaddix,
do
wanna
you four
give,
know how to behave?
I'll go a shine. Just a quick buff, just to give him nice and shiny.
Isn't it always depressing that the ass is the shiniest part of him?
What's the part most
Well,
touched?
Yeah.
well, it's better than when the coffee grinds were coming out. Coffee was coming out of a different place.
That's the thing. Wouldn't there be a coffee ring?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there would.
You have
You
to
know what? That's
express your
canon now, thank you.
You have to express your robot dog's anal glands. God, small dogs are so.
It's canon now.
disgusting
Thank you for the
creatures.
ideas, guys. It's a shame. It's a shame she moved them. Damn.
It's alright, you can always put him back when she's not looking.
I've thought about it, but I've got more important things to do. He
Like
wants
a
to make
gun.
an incineration gun.
Just sitting there at his desk, head in hand, elbow on the table, just wiggling the eye stalk with the other hand, thinking, what the fuck can I do with this? How can I make this out of metal? Alright, let's get going then, after we get Gags down. Come out, you shit!
Do I have time to get my book before we leave, just real quick?
What book?
I just want an art reference book for like statues and stuff, because that's what we're going to see.
Hey.
I suppose you could pop by the bookstore.
Well, it's just, so we don't have to do the back and forth. There's one right
Yeah.
beside us.
I will spend as much money as it takes to get advantage.
Also, Lou, before
You sound like
start
someone who should be
stepping
playing.
out-
You sound like someone who should be playing Overwatch 2.
Before you go to step out, Felric goes to snatch the hat off your head.
No, I'll go hat in, eye patch off today. I mean, this is official business.
All right, that works.
That would be great
I'll
to
stop
walk into
later.
Laurel's office like that.
Roll me an insight.
I'm pretty sure I know.
You know what? You're not 100% sure, but you're kind of getting the idea. There might be a reason why Felric is quite determined to not let him walk into Lyrel's office like that. There's one you can think of. But yeah, so you do pop down. There are a couple art books. If you're looking for art books, Lou, we're talking about probably 25 gold.
Shit. Okay, I have to invest in the bit. 25 gold.
I'm also... I'd like to look for an animal care manual, particularly on unusual and exotic beasts.
Yeah, there are some. They cover the regular owl bears, though. There isn't one specifically for the snowy owl
I just
bear.
make sure to breeze past ones that are specifically written by Volo. Need a fresh insight here of a little less of elements that are meddling.
That would be 7 gold.
Alrighty.
And with that,
So you
You
got
all-
yourself an owl bear. Now what?
You've made
Owlbears for dummies.
You've made the mistake of most parties of having an owlbear. Here's how you cope.
but yes, you do head on down, and you're ushered.
Oh wait, one more joke is, and it's right next to. So you went and adopted a goblin child.
Why are these always sold together in a bargain deal? Although I will say, right now, Hooten is a disappointment. It's already slept an entire evening. Olber, in the first hour of his life, killed a giant horse-sized lobster. Because ranger bullshit magic.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was born as a full-grown black bear stat block.
I was gonna say, yeah, because
No, he is not.
But that was the whole
not
ranger
yet.
beast companion thing. You know, it made sense.
Yeah, no, it
Magic.
didn't miss.
He hatched big.
Because somebody ate all his siblings.
Ate his siblings, still devouring his mother. Remember, his mother is also a rug somewhere in Saltmarsh. That was the whole reason we went to get it, was to get a rug. Not for us, but for a giant payday. It was something like 300 gold.
Money.
Money good.
Although still one of my favorite bits is just Chicago being depressed, so he asked the DM, is there like some illusion magic or something where I can sort through moving pictures? Want to fucking scroll through GIFs in his bedroom. Ah, boy.
But
Off
yes,
we go
you
to the
are.
Silver Hand.
Yep, you are brought on down. You are pulled actually into a side room once Jailister speaks with some of the guards. And you're waiting. So Lou, you decided to go with the hat but without the eye patch.
Patch in the pocket, of course.
Okay, yes. Yes, of course.
Just in case. You know, I need a way to
And-
fold this hat up to be pocket sized. Does it come with a feature like that? Is it an origami hat?
No.
I bet you he has one, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Jarl
He
Axel about
does.
this. Yep, I'm
He
gonna ask for
does.
one of those.
Do not
This
say...
was actually covered in the book. He does. His
I
hat
need me one of those.
doesn't fold, but instead he'll take it off. If he taps it against his leg, it shrinks. And he can put it into one of his pockets.
Yep.
So there
I'm not
you
getting
go.
paid, so I need that hat.
You are getting paid, actually. You do have a paycheck. It just went into party funds.
To be fair, it's
But-
because the party also achieved it for him.
Lou has not. There's nothing he could have done solo so far.
There's a few things. Just would have worked out differently.
I mean, just dropping off the note at the.
Yeah, you could have
so-
managed that yourself. Badly.
And he's done it a couple times now because he's dropped off his articles.
Yeah.
He also did the hanky.
Yep. That was entirely yourself.
Yeah, that was entirely you. You went with Felric that one time on that one mission. That was all Bragendarth.
And Felric was there to babysit.
It was a joint operation. That was the whole point.
But right, you are there, and then eventually, if you look over in tabletop, a woman does enter. And she looks almost a little bit bored as she enters. Welcome, welcome. You are the ones from Troll Skull Manor then, yes?
Yeah, it's a slut.
I've been hearing a lot about your work. We definitely appreciated the incident with the Red Wizard. However, I also heard there's a zombie beholder that attacked you last night.
That was a right surprise, aye. But I sit down without injury, though.
Why?
Well,
It was attacking.
well,
Yes, why was it attacking?
I mean, it was coming right for us.
I know that
It had
part.
a gun, I swear.
I mean, from the
Yeah,
very
yeah.
Alex
idea
planted
why.
one on him
It's a
after we
dick.
finished.
from the first fucking moment we got off the boat, we've been getting in the way of the Zents and the Zants. Bloody their knows
think-
quite a bit, and it's not as if we were discreet, I'll be perfectly honest. We're kind of a known quantity even to them at this point, I imagine.
I'm a drow.
You are a drow. Yes, I have
Well
noticed.
done, Lou. I was wondering when you'd catch that on.
I thought I was a halfling for the longest time, and then I got just a little bit taller.
She's looking at you very confused.
He says this without any urgency or anything like that. It just comes from him. It's fascinating to watch. No, but like I'm saying, it's a case of from the first moment we set foot in Waterdeep, we've been getting in the way of the criminal groups and whatnot. I mean, we bashed through a bunch of trolls, dealt with some of their Kenku in a warehouse, rescued the lad Floon with the Neverember guy at our side. In general, we've just been... I mean, we even cornered by accident, actually. Well, sort of by accident, a bit by request. Was a Fae and a wizard and then that Zent recruiter and all that there.
Well, I know about the Thayan Wizard. That was Jailister over there.
Aye, we even reported it.
That's
And like
us.
I'm saying, it's just... We're making a habit of getting in their way. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes not. I mean, we're also chasing after that Nimblewright who had some association apparently with the Zents, considering of a cock-up that happened over in Grelhund House.
Also, great advertising doing all this shit, I gotta say.
Well, I wouldn't say having a zombie beholder on your door is a wonderful advertising campaign.
Be surprised.
Yes, I did
See
hear.
tomorrow.
I did hear that you all gave the tip off for the Growlhund Villa as well. As best we know what happened there. There was something I
I
wanted
wish
to.
we knew what happened there.
Oh, you'd gotten the report. The one person who came in and gave the report to
Trumpeter.
Trumpeter. Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried to use the name of the wrong Kenku for a moment. I was like, that's not his name.
There's more than one Tenku?
It was in a
Yes.
different campaign I was doing. But you did receive a report on it, but did you find that Nimble, right?
Like I said, we tracked... Oh yeah, we did finally track him down at last. It was a bit of a scuff. Not much though, he was just hiding out in an alley.
Hey,
But along the way, we also did wind up clashing with some more... I think they were Xanathar agents. Just some thugs, but a few of them got away. We're trying to shake down some woman who had this ridiculous lobster-like contraption for crawling about in the dock areas.
Speaking of, Felrect has moved around slightly to the side of the room and is kind of given an X-nay on the Taki A symbol on that.
Very reasonable fees, too.
I'm surprised Felric came with us.
He came with you, yeah.
Yeah.
He was there when the invite happened.
Must be shitting himself right now.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, that's why he's ixnaying the. Yeah.
He is X-naying the conversation, eh? I'm trying very, very hard to make sure that neither of the two people in the room that doesn't know about this is aware.
Have you heard of that dragon in the pond? Or not the pond, it's called a bay.
Yeah, it's called the Harbour as well, yeah. Lovely little brass
Not a
fella.
pond. Not a pond.
There's a dragon in the harbor?
Hey, wee
He's really
brass
chill.
dragon.
Little, not big, right?
Aye, well,
Tiny, tiny guy.
Yeah.
Oh, then that's
Yeah.
fine.
Well,
A dragon's-
basically.
Dragons can't actually get into the city because of the dragon ward.
it's a bit of a shame. Seemed a fun critter.
Even a really big one?
And no dragons can get into... It could be an ancient worm, and it could not get into the city.
Does that include
Does
fairy
that
dragons?
extend into the sewers?
I won't pontificate on how exactly it works.
Fun
Also,
is he's out there, we're in here.
also
even though
don't
he's
bring up
cool.
topics that makes it sound like we're trying to smuggle the dragon in. We just met him and had a chat.
You can roll an insight on what you just said there.
Fucking hell.
You don't know if there's anything
4 and a
else you was thinking
5, come
about.
on.
Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Clearly I'm good at this skill. For some reason I'm proficient.
Don't say that.
Why am I proficient in insight? What the hell?
Because you're a bard.
But it doesn't make any
Natrax
sense.
Do you have a
It
+2
does.
wisdom?
You pick up the cues of what people are saying so you can work
Yeah,
out
that
their
does make
motivations.
But Lou can't do that.
Nadrax and Lou, both of you get the idea that and Uzana definitely. You're not sure if she. You can tell by the way she's saying that she thinks it's a possibility. Clearly, the way that the Dragon Ward works has a little bit of question mark at the end of it. They're not quite sure exactly where it stops in regarding to how down low it goes.
Either way,
Okay, they have no idea how
That's-
the Dragon World actually works, so they're just hoping.
Actually, does that also apply to fairy dragons and such?
long
That's
as they
a
have-
fun question.
as long as
Ooh,
they
I
have
love
dragon
fairy
in
dragons.
their stat block, I imagine so.
What if I had a fairy dragon as a pet, though? Can I just be allowed to bring him in?
It'll like
A
me
fairy
better.
dragon would not be able to enter the city.
Even a
There
pseudo
is
dragon,
no
despite
way-
its name.
There is no way for a dragon to enter the city.
What about if you stored it in a bag of holding first? And
Right,
then
shall we
took
go
it
over
out?
the actual topic we're here for, Lou? Come on.
Also,
But-
for
We don't
you
know
could
the
t-
topic we're here for.
But you could
So we're
test.
just-
You could test if you could, if the sewers are implied. If you take a fairy dragon and move him through the sewers.
a fairy dragon could not enter the city.
If you have
Also,
any diagrams
bread.
for our main topic conversation, it would help them focus a bit, or we can get them some sugary snacks or maybe an activity center.
I'm going to point out for Nadrax, Lou, and Uzana, when she said there is no way for a dragon to enter the city, you have an inclination that she's not 100% telling the truth on that.
Well, I imagine they can get permission.
But no,
You gotta get permits. There's a dragon guild, of course.
Yeah, it just seems intelligent with a magic item of forbiddance that it would have some exception to allow in someone useful.
Like a silver dragon in disguise.
Yeah, like half the population, silver dragons in the skies. This is why they ban other dragons so they don't get sniffed out.
That's why they call them dragons for the currency.
But no, dragons cannot enter Waterdeep. That is just how this works. Pseudo dragons, fairy dragons, that's it.
Why?
Because-
Dragonborn?
No, Dragonborn can, yes.
For
They
fuck's
are
sake.
able to get into the city. Yes,
So no,
let's move on.
we don't know the full reason for why the Holder Zombie came after us, but generally we've just been in the way of the Xanathar and the Zentarum and whatnot.
You could perhaps see why we draw ire after this conversation.
I'm starting to understand this, yes.
Fuck's sake, lads.
Now, I called you here, number one, to thank you. You have been doing quite a lot, and it has come up.
We've got a few more things to do as well.
Like that
Oh.
art exhibit. Seems cool.
You pal about with the black stuff?
She frowns. I'm very well acquainted with the Black Staff.
Not in a good way, it seems.
We both do our jobs, and we do it well.
Well, she just wanted us to check out the condition of one of the Forces Grey, one of them.
Hmm.
And what about to finish that wee investigation?
Ah. Well, I hope that turns out well.
Should do.
But as I was saying, we'll get back on topic and we'll get away from the Black Staff. We did want to call you here to thank you specifically for the work you've done. Obviously you are not required, other than Lou over here, you are not required to be doing any of this work. And we do want to say that we appreciate what you've done so far. You have been of great help, particularly with that information that sent everybody over to Groundhog. And you have, and she kind of gives a little hand wave, save the Lord and Lady Growlhund.
Oh, aye. That were an honor.
Yes. So, of course, we wanted to thank you personally. And I noticed, yes, only Lou here seems to be a member of the Lord's Alliance. Is that something that any of you wish to change?
Well, at this point, I mean, I could always sign on. It's just a case of at least Mr. Silvermane shows up at the door at the Yawning Portal. He's quite convenient that way. I've been doing a few wee favours for the Falconers, and that is a fucking hell of a walk.
Oh, the Emerald Enclave?
Just a few wee bits and pieces.
Oh, yes. Oh, that would be a walk. You're up from the North Ward, yes?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a fun one to report first thing in the morning for.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yes.
should buy a place downtown and then set up a teleportation circle.
Or you could always sign up, Bjorn. You're doing fuck all.
I'm fine doing doing it the odd up here and then, but my loyalty is raised to the Grey Mountains.
Ah, come on, it'll be fun. We can make fun of the shit shovelers.
I think I can find better ways to spend my time. Thank you very
Also,
much.
that was not the job, and that was a dick move to do to a small orphan boy.
Laeral is just giving you side eye, Lou. And Felrecht has got his head in his hand.
At least Lou is clearly joking. He didn't,
No, he's
he didn't
fucking
really
not.
make fun of the shit shovelers.
Yes, you did. You deliberately tormented a small child.
That never went on the report, so it never happened.
There was an
what
official
you're saying-
complaint.
So what you're saying is that you're going to need to do
Clearly.
to say, oh shit.
I clearly never talk shit to the shit shovelers.
Alright, let's see her insight for this. Oh, unfortunately, shockingly, you did convince her. She got a 23 because she only rolled a 12.
She's just going, oh, this is what you commoners call humor.
No, she does get the humor. There is something. A lot of people do know that Laeral Silverhands was not a hoity-toity kind of sort.
Hey,
She
she's
used to
well,
be an adventurer.
exactly, well known as it. And if she'd get
It's
the
all-
chance, she'd still go out and do it.
It's also well known that her now deceased husband used to be one of the Blackstaffs. That actually came up before.
That's a bit awkward as well, because after all, their soul goes into the stick. So she doesn't get to see
Correct.
him afterwards.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that is correct. I wonder if that's one of the reasons why she doesn't get along with the Blackstaff. Anyways, so what was it? Harton was volunteering?
Aye. Because once again, why not take more responsibility on Lou's actions?
Might get paid even.
And at least he doesn't have a conflict of interest.
I have so many conflicts of interest.
Does anybody else volunteer?
Besides, this is for the Lord's Alliance, so that gets us, a few discounts in various cities. I can get a few dollars off some gum. In Neverwinter, in Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, and Waterdeep.
This gum is all bone. What's that?
Well.
War were declared.
I will see that Jailister will handle the swearing in for that. If you do hear anything else potentially of interest, don't be afraid to let me know.
Oh, we've got you here now?
Heard... Well, you can always give the information to Jailister and he'd be happy to send it on to me.
Well, that's the usual idea, eh?
There have been some interesting things that I've been hearing related to the Growlhund Villa incident. If you hear anything interesting about, for instance, magical items of worth, please do let me know.
Aye, well, that was part of the reason we were dealing with is some fucker ran. It's like as he just gives a recount of the explosion in front of our place that started the whole thing with the Nimblewright.
So you do know about the stone, then?
Got an idea of it, aye. Don't know what it fucking is at this point. Could be anywhere.
If you ever do
Could
find
be in the City of
out...
the Dead for all we know. Could be in a crypt in the City of the Dead. Could be in a family
Bury
crypt
something
in the City
of
of the
the
Dead.
dead. Come on.
Could be in the wall of a hall of a crypt of the City of the Dead.
On a log?
At the bottom of the sea.
Nah, he doesn't get
So
that
I
specific,
will-
but he does just go through as part of what kicked off a whole Nimblewright thing. Some was it the Daigald's agent or something, or at least someone working for him and with the intent of it. Someone knocking on our door for
Yes.
some fucking reason.
This whole thing, yes, is directly related to Dagalt Never Ever, unfortunately. I'd like to see him removed, all references of him removed from the city, but alas, he keeps popping up.
Well, I mean, it'd be a bit rough to trim out the history books.
Oh, I don't
Sun
mean like
seems
that.
alright. His son, what's his
He fell
son's
far
name?
from it. Luckily, Rainier fell far from the 3.
Yes, Renair is a quite lovely young fellow. I more mean I wish that Dagalt would stop popping up in the city and we'd have to stop cleaning up his messes. But if you happen to get any information on the stone, please do send it on over to us. We would like to see those funds get returned to Waterdeep.
Aye.
Funds belong to Waterdeep.
They're
You would
probably still here somewhere.
Well, they
Yes,
are. That's
no
the whole point
doubt.
of a stone.
You know the purpose of the stone?
I think it's like a key or something.
Yes, it's a key that'll allow somebody to access a vault full of about 500,000 dragons.
But that's basically the shortened end of it. I don't know if you have to sing a song to it, or you use it during a full moon, or you put it against a wall somewhere.
We unfortunately don't know. But well, if you happen to find the information, it'd be about 5,000 dragons worth to let us know about. We'd of course be more than willing to assist in acquiring the dragons back and helping with the stone.
Ah, of course.
But this is something that is Waterdeep's, and we want it returned. So it would be a great. It would. I can't.
In the
talk.
party's congealed imagination, their mansions are getting a little bit smaller. I was gonna have a house made of solid gold.
I wanted
Well,
a whole castle, not half a castle.
Well, if you remember, Jarlaxle has also offered 5,000 gold,
No.
plus another 5,000 for something else that he hasn't mentioned yet.
My castle only has 3 turrets, like a peasant's.
This limestone isn't even from around here.
No, that's more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, I built it in a fucking cheap place, obviously. Or at least I don't fucking know how real estate works.
Yeah, in this case, getting imported stone is way more expensive, because people have to
Yeah.
fucking roll it.
Yeah, you should need that one spell. The what the fuck is it called? The floating disc.
It's gonna take a while to build the house. It's an hour usage each time.
And
I'm sure you-
£500 max.
It's a small castle, okay?
This is how Cornelius trains up the apprentice wizards at the college. 2 laps of Tensor's disc, go.
But yes, if you hear anything, please give the information to Jailister specifically. He
Yay.
knows how to reach me, and then I'll be able to reach out to you.
And of course, we'll find him at the bar.
Yes.
Or our door. He's a nice, friendly folk that way.
Our door is also a bar. Don't forget.
He gives a wave and a nod. Yeah.
So, hey, Silver Mane, Silver Hand. You guys cousins or something?
No. No.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not actually related to the Orange Clan.
He just says these things.
Oh, it's true. There's an Orange Clan in my city. I'm not, or my village. I'm not related to them.
She's looking mildly baffled, but also give me insights over.
I'm fucking trying to remember now. There was some kung fu film where that was the villains, the Orange Clan.
Lou, she seems both baffled at you and relieved.
Orange Clan out there.
She seems very relieved about something, Lou. If anybody else, you can give the same insight roll.
Sure, let's get 6 this time. Let's have a nice chain of sequential numbers.
I think they are cousins or something.
Hey! Harton! She is
Hey.
definitely... Yep, Uzana, yep, she is relieved. Harton, you have an inkling of why she's relieved.
Do I? Do tell.
You know exactly why. She picked up on something. And apparently she's decided that's not a thing.
She was reading subtext that Lou genuinely didn't have in his dialogue.
It was the hat. It
Yeah.
was the hat. She's come to the conclusion, yes, that she was very wrong.
Lou does it again. The best spy in town.
Fueled by pure incompetency and confusion.
It works every time.
My methods are subterfuge, confusion, and irregularities, and all are inflicted on myself to the behest of my enemies. Ha ha!
That's why reading my mind doesn't matter, and why that's specifically why Harton has the ring and not Lou, because it doesn't matter whether Lou has it or not.
It is. You're basically working by the Clouseau methods.
Why am I only picking up show tunes?
His head is full of lots of music. By the
I
virtue
don't
of his
need.
magical artifact.
I don't need to know a 4-hour internal monologue about whether a cereal is a soup, stew, or a broth.
Oh.
But for a halfling, that's an important fucking argument.
It could be all of them. We just need to innovate.
It could.
Together.
Yeah, it could be all three, depending on the amount of time that has passed.
And with the right magic, we can make it so all the time is passed at the same time, and then we can experience the superfood.
There's just a fucking sigh of exasperation from a secret passageway hidden behind a portrait of one of Silverhand's mind-reading wizards. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, this guy isn't dangerous.
Well, I do have to
spy
get
is
to
a
work.
genius. He knows how to circumvent my mind reading.
This fucker disassembles his thoughts so much they're in pieces.
No, but yes, she does kind of. She gives a shake of her head. I do have to get, unfortunately, back to business.
No worries. Lovely meeting you.
It was a pleasure, truly. If we do, don't be afraid to let Jailister know of anything, and I'll see if I can give you some assistance.
Will do, aye.
I
And
do
she-
have a cousin named Gilbert Grape.
She gives you the weirdest look, and she just takes her leave.
Lou, let us go.
Yeah.
Specifically you, but all of us in general.
Felric gives a very deep sigh, Lou.
Look on the bright side. Her opinion of him means he's no threat, except when she has to listen.
My methods are impeccable.
Your style is
Jailister looks
impetuous?
baffled. And Harton, yeah, Jailister does swear you in. And wishes you all a good day. He goes to take his leave.
I might need to look for a new employee, depending on how the doppelganger case goes. I don't know how well the garden will do with rejection.
I mean, you probably won't be getting a holiday bonus, but
Well, I'll have to see how I can work it out. I mean, I might need a favour now and again, because of this wee one. Just the whole time talking with Laryl Silverhand, he still has the tiny owlbear in a pouch across his shoulder.
Yeah. That did not phase her at all.
Yeah, venture, she's seen worse.
yeah. They actually had a pet mimic in her group.
She's friends with Elminster. Her husband was Kelvin.
She's done some things.
yes.
She's in an Ed Greenwood novels.
Yeah. She's one of the Seven Sisters.
A great train station.
Ironically, most people know of the Seven Sisters. They're just not aware who the seventh is, funny enough. But
It's not at all a sore spot for you at all.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
No recognition for that one.
The
Alright.
awkward one.
Alright, that were a fun little thing. Must admit, I feel a deep pressure building over me right now as I have two interested groups that move and influence the world on my shoulders. How do you cope with it, Lou?
Only two, huh?
Only two.
Don't worry, you'll get those numbers up.
Let's be fair,
You won't
technically...
live 800 years, but you got time.
Well, let's be fair, I'm not in the payroll, but technically three.
Okay. I
Or actually, if you
respect
think
three.
about it, because it's not like we split up and do things our own way or anything. We help each other out in our jobs.
So are we our own individual group as well, separate from the other ones?
Aye, we're freelancers.
Yes.
We
Well,
have a
you're
name?
not, technically.
Oh, I'm here now. My name's on the deed.
Aye, but I'm also saying your name's on another payroll. Quite explicitly, in fact.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I have to work for Jarlaxle, and that's kind of it.
It'll be sad to
It's a
see you
smart
go.
decision.
Or
I think you'd
take
be
you,
mad if I didn't.
or take you down in the inevitable betrayal.
You would
He would
not.
never. He gave me this cool hat.
No, I'm saying in case we have to put Lou down in case of his betrayal.
It would be it would be an accident if I did betray him.
That we all believe.
Alright, let's see. Which is closer here, the Castle Antlers or the Yawning Portal? Because I've got a hell of a thing we're going to do today.
I have
Definitely
to
the
pretend to
yawning
be
portal.
smart.
Let's go finish this thing with Meloon.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it doesn't get violent. Is it gonna get violent?
It'll probably get a wee bit violent.
Damn shame. Well, let's let everybody know first, I guess.
Well,
I mean, not everybody.
Well, to
Just
be
Bonnie and.
at the least, I think there's gonna be at least some screaming or something.
Because we're just planning on taking it from him, right? That's kind of the idea.
Oh no, I'm gonna cast a wee spell on him.
Okay. And then take it from him if necessary.
Then again, though, it does specify willing, so that's the problem there.
There's no save.
No, because it's it's a good spell.
Well, if he's unconscious,
I don't suppose you, as a bard of exquisite magical talents, know how to charm a person.
funnily enough, no fucking idea. It just happened to work with Felric.
Elric thinks about that for a second, but then kind of gives a nod.
I can command him. I don't know if that would help.
Oh, that would actually.
I can also make him laugh. Or I can try to melt his brain. Probably not going to do that.
I don't know. Here's the question, DM. It does specify willing creature, but what constitutes willing?
If Lou commands consent, and then he casts the spell. That's an interesting question.
to consent.
Look, I'm just doing this for his own protection.
All right.
No.
What's the question being asked? I need the exact.
Alright, the sequence of events
So let's
is to command Meloon to willingly accept protection from evil and good. It requires a willing creature.
Is he willing if he is doing it?
I'm going to point out, because it specifically says that the protection from good and evil will expel it.
Yeah,
makes...
so
Another thing is Lou the one casting bolt?
No.
No. Also, what if you cast it on the axe and not on the person?
It's not a
'Cause the axe is
creature.
almost certainly willing. Oh, true. Even though it's a sentient weapon, or
Yeah, it's still an
Then-
object.
Then it could work if you used a held action to cast the spell.
But yeah, it's just a case of there are things like when a person's possessed by a ghost, for example. Protection from evil and good will expel the spirit, but the person is not in control of her body and so can't actually consent or be willing.
I assume that you're allowed to cast it.
You'd
Just
think
because,
so.
it wouldn't make sense that if you can cast it and it expels them, well, they would just not consent to it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make the argument that the person inside would have consented, therefore it's allowed.
Although if
You're
it
the
works
hero,
out,
not requiring command.
see, it makes sense of a ghost, but in this case, if it works out the way I'm thinking, what is there to consent with?
Yeah, it's weird.
But the spell is meant for it. It's a weird
Yeah.
interaction.
If it's meant for it, I'm going to assume.
We'll save a body is willing.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. This is going to
flesh
be a
is
rules
spongy
as
and bruised.
interpreted.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would never work. You can even. It's a weird thing, a weird interaction.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that would work.
Yeah, the spirit of the body wants it to happen.
Yeah.
Which saves us a spell slot. I don't have to cast command.
Yeah. So, you know,
this is a funny idea, though. A command you to consent to this magic spell.
that is not at all a slippery slope.
No.
Just
It's
say
probably
my,
best we treat command very specifically as a combat tool.
say my hellos to
That's
Bonnie.
what enchantment magic is for.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hi,
It's-
Hart. How are you?
Yeah. Contemplating a weird bit. Hello, Mr. Dunham, as well. You've been advancedly warned, yeah?
Yes, I have been informed. Yes.
I'm gonna give it a wee go here and see if we get a result.
Can I buy you a free drink for the trouble?
This is my bar.
That's the joke. Yeah.
No, we're fine. And
Can I buy me a free drink?
No, well, you can buy yourself a drink. Yes.
I almost got him. You guys saw that, right?
Right,
Bonnie,
anyway.
yeah, I almost got him.
Anyway, you know,
She gives you a thumbs up, Lou.
little nod to Bjorn and whatnot to get in possible position.
Durnan is cleaning the bar in front of Meloon.
And then, by surprise, I hit him with something he has to consent for. Protection from evil and good. As I just walk up behind him and splash him on the back of the neck with holy water. Out, foul demon, be out!
Okay, I'll leave.
Lou.
I said foul, not incompetent.
I'm also a drow, not a tiefling.
No, they're devils.
Where is it?
It can also be abyssal, but not often.
Where is it? I lost it. Did I put it back in the it wasn't in the Xanathar group.
Oh, hang on. Just notice if the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by any of these creatures, the target has advantage of any new saving throws against the relevant effect. So technically, the creature inside does have something to say about it.
No, actually, this is for the person, I think.
Yeah, for the person inside. So if he is possessed by something.
Yeah. Okay, so the original person does have a chance. It's a weird interaction, isn't it?
It is.
It's weird.
And it's an
Yeah.
official one, which is strange that there isn't more definition to it.
Yeah.
Please, everybody, move into your correct positions for this.
I'm good.
Yeah, a wee bit closer.
Oh.
Well, actually,
Still
no,
gonna
I've got to be
hard-hardened?
right beside him. It's fucking touch.
Yep.
I'll stay here.
So I'll just sit with him for a wee bit. Well, with me own drink.
Actually.
Wait, Gaddix isn't on the.
Well, I'm not there, am I?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You went to see the Black Staff.
Silverhand.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what I meant, Silverhand. Great. Now
Yeah, we saw Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah, it was. By the way, now I was talking about Silverhands and such. It was also why both to make it a change when I was running my campaign, but also as a bit of a pun that the dwarves had changed the name to Sterling Hands. That's in sterling silver.
No, sterling pounds. It's a point that they make really good
Sterling.
hammers.
Because before then they were called the Silver Fists, but now they've gone up and become more cultured and civilized. They were the Sterling Hands,
Yep.
not the Silver Fists.
And then we beat up their keg golem.
So you all see Harton cast a spell. Meloon
Yeah.
falls over dead.
Jesus.
Alright. Fucking hell, it came out of his fucking head.
It just teleports out.
Alright, I
And,
fucking get it.
Yep.
Can I insult just a brain? It has no face to make fun of.
I mean, it's definitely got enough thought processes to understand you.
Oops.
Little
I did it
tiny.
again.
Little tiny, most dangerous fucking creature in the monster manual.
Yeah. I mean, we just came off of a CR5. I mean, yeah.
And I
Fairy Whisper.
See, here's the thing though, that's a con save or a dex save for its big, powerful moves, which most people have some of. This is an int save and everyone dumps it unless you're an artificer or a wizard.
I have
Yep.
+1.
Are we missing anyone? Oh, Valrak.
I have a 0, but I'm on the cusp of a +1.
There's a universe in which you do have a +1.
There's no
I have 11 points.
Sometimes I
Are
forget
you ever
that.
gonna bump it any higher?
I kind of need strength first,
Yeah.
so I'll have max strength and max wisdom,
Oh, Durnan.
or I might just do con,
Where's
Yeah.
Durnan?
or have 4 dexterity. Unfortunately, I don't have
con
any.
helps against.
Con helps a lot against a lot of things, and it's always great to have number.
It just helps against everything except for
Number
this
is
one
good,
monster.
yes.
Yeah, this monster is just a detriment.
There we go. Horik, you're first.
Hork doesn't like brain thing.
That's pretty fair.
Just chatting in his head
Hang
with
on,
the
that would be
ring.
an
Just saying,
advantage, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be. Harton's there.
I know, I'm kind of holding up the body.
So 20, 24, 14? No. 20.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
16.
Yeah, 24, 20. Well,
They all hit.
24.
There's 14 hit, does it?
14 hits, yes.
Okay, cool.
Like you also rolled a 16 to advantage,
Either
I'm
way.
assuming.
Yeah, it should be 21, 24, 16.
Yep.
And your bracer. $22.
Okay. Brain goes flat.
Nice.
There you go.
Bjorn, where the fuck were you?
What the fuck was that?
We've killed one of those things before. Fucking hell.
What?
Right?
You killed one of those fucking things. What the hell is wrong with you people?
You were there, Lou.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to blank that out of my memory.
And, because of a situation here, I'll think I'll burn the spell slot to do a gentle repose on him.
Doing a lot of that lately.
The bar is in a bit of a tizzy.
It's alright, folks. It's alright. Just a horrible brain creature was taking possession of Mr. War Dragon here, who is sadly no longer with us.
And Durnan just says, yep,
we
don't
get-
worry, get back to your drinking. It's just like the portal.
Remember, folks, drinking makes it all go away.
Yay! You
The
can
more
show
you
us
drink, the
Well,
faster
good
it goes
save
away.
spell, has he? We can't stabilize him.
He's got no brain.
Eh,
That thing you punched and squelched, that was where his brain should be.
Okay.
But,
Should we throw it into the fucking pit?
I'm sure
Um,
Durnan has a cleanup policy of just that, or burning it, one way or another.
Yeah, we got a way to get rid of it.
Hey.
It smells.
Either that or sell it to an alchemist. I'm sure somebody would pay money for it.
So, where's the nearest temple? We haven't actually had to make call of one just yet.
Well, there's a couple of them. And let me switch over to the map.
Let's see. I'd like to head the
I mean-
one on my way to the Blackstaff's lodge.
That's not that one. Yeah. I'm not sure if there's one on the way to the Blackstaff Tower, actually.
Well, I'm alright taking a detour. He'll be alright for a couple of days.
But he
Uh,
will
this
start to
rem-
smell, right?
No,
This fucking reminds me of the other campaign and part where we had to find a back alley temple because we were going to resurrect the drow. So we couldn't find a good aligned temple.
Also, think about it. Should we go to the Blackstaff first so that she can secure funding? Because we don't want to pay for his resurrection, but she probably will.
Well, that's why I was thinking that we take him to the temple where he can be laid in repose, nice and gentle, and then we go to the Blackstaff and inform him where he is.
Right. Okay.
As opposed to carrying the poor blighter through town and into the Blackstaff chambers, where I'm sure a corpse won't be welcome.
Especially this corpse.
Well, no, he'd be welcome if he were alive.
Yeah, but the corpse thing makes it kind of worse.
Yeah, yes. Funnily enough, Louis, him being a corpse makes this worse.
Eh,
I mean,
first time
we
that's
do
ever
have
happened.
do we have a bag of holding in which we can store him?
No.
Let's not put him in there with other shit.
No, we don't have any storage supply items.
But we have
Theoretically, you could pass the Temple of the Seldarine on
Yeah,
the
that'll
way
do.
to the Blackstaff Tower.
I mean-
It's questionable if he'd be the correct one that you'd want to get to.
Hmm.
I mean, the main idea was that if the corpse is stored in a bag of holding, it is less.
Well, it doesn't matter because of gentle
Ah.
repose. He's protected from decay and can't become undead.
I mean, we don't have to carry it through town, where everyone can see the corpse.
Okay, but as I'm pointing out, we don't have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Well, we can also
Which
just
is
cover his
surprising.
body up as we go with a sheet or something.
Hey,
I don't know. Do I have my bag of? Oh no, I don't because I already have the.
yeah, you put all your
I
stuff for
can't
weapons.
create it because I've already got my infusions maxed.
We can probably afford one at this point. No, put it on the list.
Well, it's all right. I'll take him to a nice temple. Let's see here on the map, and we just find a good aligned one. Find
Does
one.
Valkyr do resurrections as well? Is that part of his domain? Is that a thing he can do?
Aye.
But his main thing is boats and storms, right?
Boat storms, courage under all kinds of pressure, especially in stormy weather and whatnot. He just likes to see you do your best against all adversity. But as a captain, he understands that you've got to be part of a crew as well. You have to work together. It's not just you have to stand alone. Be there for the others. Work together.
The team should communicate, so to speak.
Aye, that's an important lesson that all parties should remember. Especially ones that were fucking taught it. Well, to be fair, we are down to...
There.
To be fair,
Yeah.
though, we are just down to 2 of his students.
Not a
So
very
I
good
will point
teacher
out,
then.
of the 4 temples you really know about in the town, Temple of Seldarine is on the way. The only question is how welcome you all would be in there, because you do have a drow kind of tagging along, and they tend to not like drow for some reason.
I just fuck off and get some fucking snacks.
Yeah, let's not go to the racists.
There's of course the House of Inspired Hands that you're familiar with, the Temple of Gond, but you don't know how.
I heard
useful
you're
they would be.
racist now, Father.
We don't need to implant steamworks and machinery in him. As
The
we just
Tower
say,
of
we
Luck.
can make him better, we can revive him.
A
There is the
new
Tower of
brain.
Luck, and there is the House of Wonder.
He'll be back.
Who's the House of Wonder for?
Mistra.
That'll do. The Black Staff will be amused by that, I'm sure. So, I think I'll have to
That's all
take...
the way up here.
I think I'll have to take my mug to go, Durnham. Thanks you very much for humouring us in this.
No, thank you for solving this issue.
Aye. Hopefully the lad himself is perfectly fine and amiable if he comes back.
Agreed. That would be preferable.
One day I will buy you a free drink, damn it.
Into his mind, it's a shame his axe went missing mysteriously. So I'll hoof it up there if anyone wants to come along, but of course if this is for Ruzan and whatnot to report to the Blackstaff.
You have to go all the way up to House of Wonder, and then all the way back down south to the Blackstaff Tower.
Explaining to... I'm sure the kids are excited by that little moment as well. I'm sure they're not thinking at all that their parents could be running around like that.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Wow,
they,
that's more-
they have not thought of that, by the way.
As the DM now.
The DM has now. Thank you very
Oh
much.
no! What have you done?
What? If I have to be their proper dad, I need to kill the previous ones. This is how it works. He's from the Moonshay Isles.
You keep what you
But the
kill.
Moonshay Isles, they go by the Lion family way. When a new father is in the house, you always kill the youngs.
Unless there's value to them.
Unless they can be bullied.
Theoretically, you could also try going to the garden to see if the garden would help.
I mean, it would be a nice place at least for him.
It is closer.
It is. That's a benefit. All right, we're going to the garden. I'll just ask him for. I only need a wee bit of their time.
Mhm.
I'm sure the manservant will be perfectly amiable in this situation. After all, I'm helping a hero of the city.
Let me check something really quick, actually.
Will refuse assistance.
No, I know they won't refuse to assist. There was something else.
Automatically accepts any dead bodies for mulch.
No. It's particularly if you specified I'm trying to resurrect them.
I just want them somewhere nice and safe.
Oh, so
See, if you had a temple to Valkyr in the city, I'd have a nice place to go that I could trust as opposed to all these other charlatan gods.
here we go. So you head on down to the Falconmere.
Like, he would be perfectly welcome in a house of Valkyr, after all. I mean, that's a place for the heroic types, for the courageous, for the brave and noble, for those who do good for others.
Ironically, if you had helped with the doppelganger thing, you could have gotten the resurrection for free.
Yeah, but that would be for us. The Blackstaff and Forces Grey have this fucker covered.
But yeah, so you do head on down.
Besides, we haven't finished the doppelganger thing. We still have to meet the other two, and it's a case of I might be able to word my way into a positive result.
But yeah, you do meet up Melanor. Oh, hello, and then he looks over. What's this?
This is currently a job I'm doing for the benefit of the Blackstaff. This poor fellow was one of the Forces Grey heroes and had a terrible brain creature inside him. He's now currently reposed, and I just need somewhere safe to put him until they, retrieve him and revive him themselves.
Let me check to see if we can do that.
Thank you.
He goes in.
As he continues to just think and curse about the unreliableness of other gods and whatnot, and how Valkyr will help those who are just and good.
Well,
And we'd have a little deli counter as well. All kinds of lovely fried seafood.
He does come back out. We would be willing to keep an eye on him.
Aye. Like I
suppose.
said, he's already been, reposed and whatnot. It's just a case of, I just want somewhere safe to keep him for now. He should only be here for a matter of hours, if that.
Right. Are you looking to bring him back?
Well,
Yes.
It's a case of this is the responsibility. I mean, I would, just because he seems like a nice fella from his reputation. But it is a case of the Blackstaff themselves.
True, we don't really have the jurisdiction to say if he should come back or not. I mean, he should, but
Aye.
Why not?
I suppose, would they get me brownie points? As he thinks this inwardly.
Give me an insight.
yeah.
It'll be
I
kind
mean,
of
it
awkward though.
certainly
I've already sent the others ahead.
I mean, does he get advantage on the insight because of his
Don't
friend
need
with
it.
the ring?
Don't need it.
You think that, yes, the Blackstaff would probably be very appreciative if you resurrected her personal friend.
Oh no, it's even worse, Louis. Because I've got the ring, a soul quickly slips in first before his does.
No.
Oh no.
I've
don't
never
touch
had
him,
muscles
careful.
before. I could pick up so many books.
I can throw the books, perhaps.
Yeah, I didn't think I actually had enough, what's the right word for it, credit and whatnot. If you could provide that sort of assistance, I'd be well grateful.
You'd have to be paying for it.
Well, I'm not sure I could cover that fee, but what's he looking for, gold-wise?
Let's see. Components alone are... How much?
Couple of thousand, I think, aren't they?
Is it you need that, or what was it that it specified? Because I remember it specified specifically in the book. A resurrection spell.
Revivify is only 300, but I'm not
this is-
sure.
Yeah, but it's been more than a minute.
Revivify
Well,
doesn't.
He
The
was
gentle
technically
repose.
alive when he had that thing in his brain.
Well, it's a case
Oh
of
right,
he's
it
got.
has to put the brain back in.
Yes, we have no brain, so that's a problem there. That complicates a
Well-
resurrection.
I will specify.
I know, it leaves that out.
No, in the book, it specified. Oh, on what page was it that did it? That specified a resurrection spell would work.
Resurrection 1,000 gold. Actually, if I remember right, didn't it like say you could animate dead on him and he'd be fine? Or
It
pub-
said that
Raise
basically if you
dead,
brought
I
him
think you mean.
back.
Yeah, raised
Yeah.
dead.
Animate that is for when you want zombies.
Ah, yeah.
Skeletons.
How easy to get those two confused.
Well, raised dead is only 500.
Yeah, and it
Because the
it
book
just leaves
itself.
yeah, the only thing with race dead is that it leaves the guy out of action for a little while until they get used to being alive again.
Well, I think I remembered it saying that a revivify would effectively work. You just had to bring him back from the dead.
Alright, so get me a 200 gold discount. Let's check the party funds here.
Let me look at this for a second.
Oh, nice, we got
now
690
this
gold.
Is the this is the
Oh,
moment.
nice.
This is the moment that D&D Beyond is failing me.
Well, I mean, isn't Revivify have to be applied within a minute of their death?
I
A
mean,
gentle repose.
here's
It's been gentle repose.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's in the concept here of pedantry. Like it could have been months that the intellect devourer has been in his body, but the body has not died. It's just been brainless.
Yeah. So is he dead?
So what I'm saying is, I can bring him back as a part timer.
It wasn't
Yeah.
really
But if we go
no
purely
brain either.
rules as written, Revivify wouldn't work.
Yeah, because
it
he's
doesn't
got no
already
brain.
have it. Yeah.
It wouldn't work, but the problem came was because Corvus and I were discussing this,
Yeah.
and in the book, it specified that anything where you bring somebody back from the dead would work.
Yeah,
now
'cause-
I'm trying to find out where it was, and that's why I'm like, that's not rules as written, but then it specifies it.
Yeah,
I
because
think
this is
they're trying to
narrative. This is a narrative resurrection, so it's a case of
Yeah.
only for a player. If you're missing a brain, basically only a 9th level spell
Mm-hmm.
will bring them
Yeah.
back. Like you can reattach limbs, you can regrow limbs, and some bits and pieces, but generally it doesn't specify like organs will regrow on lower level spells.
Yeah. You
Well,
can
I-
live without an arm. You can't necessarily live without a brain.
Yeah,
I think it's
I don't know,
also
plenty of
because
people
they
in America
knew that
do
the
it every
intellect
day.
devourer is a problem,
yeah.
and yet they don't want to have instant death at level 1.
You say
Oh,
that,
they-
fucking beholder zombie.
Yeah.
Or level 4.
Resurrection is just a 7th level spell, and that restores missing body parts as well. So it's just
Yeah. But
7th
if
level
I were,
spell.
But
I
I am
can't see
happy getting
where
this for
it covers
300
it.
gold if you fancy.
yeah, that's what we're gonna go with because and now I can't find where it was, but it specified that basically you had to bring him back.
Yeah.
And I think they did that specifically for this.
Yeah, because
Um,
there's no way we would have enough favor to get a fucking 9 for 7 level spell from our factions.
Because on the intellect devourer, it says you don't get it back unless you have a wish. But then,
Yep.
also it's somewhere else in the book, and now I can't find where because. of course,
Well, I
forgot
think the
to-
wish thing is if you want to do it while the intellect devourer is still in their head.
Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
Because now I can't find where it was in the book, but we'll say that the revivify works for the sake of.
All right, there goes 300 gold. Sorry, guys, we're poor again.
Oh no, he's gonna charge you 400.
Oh, fucker. This is because I was
I'll give
friendly
you
to him at
50.
first.
Also, I could see, since you're a cleric of Valkyrie, yeah, you're out of zone.
No, he'll give you the 500.
Wait, it's gone up.
It
400,
just almost
sorry.
doubled.
400.
Yeah,
There we go.
unfortunately, you also didn't use our other services, so that's going to be another expense. Sorry.
Sir, I heard the names of 6 different gods pass through your lips, so I'm afraid there's a tax on that.
No, we're gonna put 400 in. Now I can't find where it mentioned it in the books, but yeah, I specifically did mention.
Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little
And you
awkward
have a
for
very
it's gonna be a
you
little
have a
awkward for
very
those who went
confused-
off to the Blackstaff Tower.
yeah. Theoretically, you could send a message.
Oh yeah. Nat, do us a favor.
Huh?
Well, I could just send a message ahead. You just inform them that Meloon is going to be up and about. He's alive now.
Oh, you want me to tell Miss Uzana?
If you could, please.
Mhm.
I've never done it at that distance.
Well, have a go. If it doesn't work, that's all right. We can just get a runner or something.
If you open your mouth and put the keys to the bottom of your chin, you extend the range.
Put your car keys against the side of your head. You can unlock your car with your eyes.
Nat does not succeed.
That's all right. It was a fair wee try.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. Entirely different set of rules.
120 feet, boy.
Yeah, I got this. See? I can do exactly as far as she did.
Anyway, you're not meant to
Although-
ace things the first time you do them. Arden thinks back to
Yeah.
every time he succeeded, first time he did anything. There were many. He was amazing. So many trophies. Alright, we'll just get wee runner.
I'm amazed his dad would let him have trophies.
Oh, of course he didn't.
Oh, here's the question: is message on the druid cantrip list or druid spell list?
You mean sending, don't you?
Sending. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, all the trophies at the Heart and One went on his dad's trophy, so he could brag about having
No.
a powerful son, but he would not let the son keep it them himself.
No.
Remember your place, boy.
Okay.
Arden was the most abused and the most put through shit. You should ask him about it sometime.
So yes.
We just get him.
You
We
said-
just get our courier to send a message. Off we go.
Okay. You
Someone
are
else
at
can
the
run through the.
Blackstaff,
Yeah, someone else can run through the fucking city for a change.
and you get a message that Saloon is Saloon. Oh,
He's
Meloon
back,
is-
bitch!
Yes.
And this time I've got 2 guns.
Meloon is alive and well. Dadgummit.
Okay, we're leaving.
Someone's
That's
module
not
getting
just
snapped
won't
to
stay
turn.
dead.
Meloon is alive and well. Cheese and crackers, guys. While you're in the middle of meeting with the Blackstaff and getting ready to tell her some horrible news, you get a message. That's Harton. What does the message say?
Just says, turns out I was able to get Melon alive again. He's recovering here at Falcomere Garden.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yep, Uzana, you get that message as you're about to give the Blackstaff horrible news.
Much love, sweetie. Miss you already.
You sure it wasn't going to Gaddix? I mean, careful there.
Well, we have good news. Melon
P.S.
has
Lou,
been-
stop it.
The issue with Meloon is taken care of. There was an intellect devour in his head. It has been removed, and he has been successfully revived.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I'm fucking shocked as well.
Oh. Right.
Hey, that little fucker just popped right out of his head.
Jenks, give me a hand here. He's drooling.
Wow. Thank you.
Of course.
Hold on, let me go dig out something. You're going to be rewarded for this. Hold on. She starts kind of playing about. Ah, here we go. She pulls out a wand. I believe you might possibly want this. And she goes to hand it over
Oh,
to
well, thank you.
Uzana.
The situation requires a cleric. Wizard reward.
Well, technically, it's not really just a wizard reward, but it is a wand.
You know what I mean, though? Because they don't get protection from evil and good. I don't think so.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wait, do we?
No.
No, that's...
Wizards are not
Yep.
bound
He
with
is a
such petty
wizard.
morals.
Yep,
It is a
wizard,
wizard.
cleric.
Wizard, yeah.
No.
Surprising.
Is there a way to show item? Question. Well, point is, you have acquired yourself a wand of secrets.
Ooh,
What does it do? It's a secret.
secret.
Could do anything, maybe,
Use it
or maybe
quietly. I'm surprised though. I really thought that would be on the druid spell, it's not the wizard one.
Yeah, the evil and good spells are really weird. Like, detect evil and good is only for clerics and paladins. It detects aberrations too.
Doesn't?
Then
you
you
want-
have protection from evil and good.
I guess Pog has it through his
That's-
subclass.
Do you want the weirder thing though? Protection from evil and good. Its material component is something that is known to have a value in the adventurer's gear stuff, but is not mentioned in the spell itself, but does specify it gets consumed.
Yeah. Then, I mean, I was also going to continue with that protection from evil and good can be learned by warlocks and wizards too, not just clerics and paladins.
Yeah.
Also works on aberrations. And then you have dispel evil and good, which can again only be learned by clerics and paladins, and doesn't affect aberrations, but everything else. Why?
But yes. The wand has 3 charges. If you're holding it, you can use an action to use 1 charge. And if a secret door or a trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest.
Oh, so when she said reward, she was actually being facetious. I get it.
We gotta use this under our actual ship.
This
Or a
doesn't.
sword ship.
This doesn't launch fireballs. It's useless to a wizard.
Alrighty.
It is that point. Just looks over at Natrix and going, well, you're fired.
I mean, it'd probably be most useful for him if we make him invisible, give him this thing.
Yeah.
We gotta try it on Sword ship,
Well,
guys.
I mean, if he used it, it would probably break his invisibility.
Actually,
It's using an item, though. It's not casting a spell.
oh yeah, or
So Mike-
attacking anything,
Yeah, it might get past that, actually.
which would make it super useful, actually. Well, super useful in very specific situations,
Specifically, if
which
you're
I'm
doing
sure.
specifically if you're doing an official module, because lots of players just forget about secret doors and chambers.
And we're not going to run into any secrets or traps in a heist call.
No, not at all. It's not like this will be 100% useful for you.
And also, of course, in the Temple of Valkur, our mermaid statues will have the biggest tits. Just the hugest mazongers. Real flotation devices, if you get what I'm meaning.
Hey, watch out for the fish guys; they'll try to steal them.
But she is very grateful. Meloon, by the way, is very grateful to you, Harton, once you explain what the heck happened to him.
Hey, nice little rundown.
I suppose his ex could also explain things to him.
Have to be attuned to it.
Well, no, Meloon is attuned to it.
Yeah, you can get it.
Yes.
But Harton, he does explain to you, yeah, he was down in Undermountain when he remembered fighting. He remembered seeing the thing with his friends, and then the next thing he knows, he doesn't know anything.
We've had a run-in with him before. Luckily, we were able to pulp it quick enough. They are horrific creatures.
Did you hear what happened with the other adventurers that I went down with?
All I've known so far is that you came back alone, so they might be down there as pawns or whatever, the same as you, but they've not made the surface.
Oh.
And since then, the intellect of ours has been puppeting you to try and discourage people from doing anything in Undermountain, instead finding work for the Xanathar.
Oh.
Like, he did officially
Oh.
mention that, I'm not misremembering.
Yes, that is correct, yes.
Yeah.
Bonnie told you that he's specifically thinking for the Xanathar Guild.
Yeah.
So that thing was in line with the Xanathar.
Aye. Previously, we've met one of those tentacle-faced ones, the Illithids, and its little Pepperian thing as well, another intellect devourer, which might have been in line with him. It was in at least a layer with some symbols for the Xanathar around it.
That's not good.
It's a bit
I'm gonna
worrying.
go pop down to visit Vajra to see what she has to think about all this. I do have to thank you, though. That
Now, there's no point saying goodbye yet, because I'm at the meet with Marissa and my mates and all, so we're going the same way.
Oh, yeah, and
Oh.
feel free to take a break, man. I mean, you've had quite, even if you don't know it, you've had quite the ordeal.
Lee, what are you doing here? You're over there.
I thought I was here.
Ah,
you're
never
at the
mind.
Blackstaff Tower.
Where am
Who
I?
did you go with, Lou?
I thought I came here.
Yeah, he would. To be fair, he would have stayed with his adult supervision.
Okay. We'll say you went with the kids and Harton. Everybody else was with black staff.
Have yourself one of these orange rolls over. Quite nice. Give you a nice little
Ah.
sharp kick of energy.
Oranges. Hmm.
All
Not
right.
related to them.
So we have Harton, Lou, Felrect, and the children and Meloon going up to the Blackstaff Tower.
It's quite
Is
the
everybody
entourage,
else-
isn't it?
Is everybody else waiting for them? I take it everybody's waiting to the Blackstaff Tower. You all do meet up.
Good.
Meloon.
I was worried about that cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week you'll see what you run into.
You do meet up. Yes, Meloon is quite happy. Vajra is thrilled to see her friend again. And she, again, thanks you all quite profusely. And she does also give you all a 50 gold reward for the actual job on top of it.
Oh, that takes the
Each,
sting
right?
off.
It's 50 gold each, right?
To
No.
be fair, though, we did also make 65 gold off of him.
Yeah, but we also spent 400 gold on him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And you got a wand of secrets.
Oh, whoa.
I'm not sure if that one is worth 300 gold.
There we go. We're back. We're up
Probably
to
not.
340.
I mean, it could potentially find us in a dungeon somewhere. 300 gold worth of cool shit.
To be fair, though, I do believe we now also have a faction that actually owes us a favor.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, we also would have to go somewhere where there is a dungeon to find something.
Not a
in
and not a
dungeon.
favor by being implicit in a crime.
And
I'm not worried about us going somewhere secret at some point pretty soon.
yeah, as a point, yeah, you can call on Vajra for help, and she's likely to assist with you with whatever you need.
In
Can
the
you put a
meantime,
giant banner
Melon
in the
is going to
sky
have-
saying,
In the meantime, Meloon is going to have a nice long chat with his weapon. Totally healthy behavior.
And with his friend. But yeah,
We did good.
She does mention if you need spells or anything in particular, she is of a source.
can you put a giant skywrite over Troll Skull Manor saying, drink at Troll Skull?
Let's take you for a little walk. You've had a few too many sweets.
She looks greatly amused.
It's funny because you could, but you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I cannot. I apologize.
Neither can I. Yeah,
I
sure.
mean,
Alright, I'll see
can
it.
she not, or is she not allowed to?
Okay, I am capable of doing it, but in my position, I cannot be advertising for a specific tavern like that.
But
Can you
Gadix
teach me
can.
how to do it?
We ask that you don't, because let's face it, if we started doing that, the skies of Waterdeep would absolutely be covered in people skywriting for different places.
God, did
Oh,
you
no.
actually read about the most dystopian thing about getting New York's sky to rent as a advertising place?
Yeah, that's been
Oh.
a thing for years.
With
They're
drones.
salivating over that idea.
I mean, I heard that funny one a couple years ago where somebody said Joe Rogan is like 5'3".
What?
Somebody literally took a plane and skywrote that
Oh,
Joe
okay.
Rogan was 5'3". You know, in real life, literally somebody
Yeah,
did this.
okay. Yeah, but in this case, the people are having ideas with putting drones up in the sky.
Yeah, no, they've been salivating
Yeah.
at that idea ever since drones became a thing. Like,
I like the blimp better. The blimp is cool.
yeah, at least the Goodyear blimp became like a cultural icon.
And it's just Goodyear.
So, where are you all going?
Let's go see some artwork.
Yay!
It's our
And
time.
Björn is going to try and do something about those goddamn doors.
Oh, you want to go see some artwork? Gadix pulls out the eye stalk and disintegrates himself. He doesn't want to go.
I'd like to point out, on the way to the art, Lou, Felric puts his arm over your shoulders and says, Lou,
I am
the hat
studying,
needs
yes.
to go.
Eye patch time?
The hat needs to go. The eye patch can stay. The hat needs to go.
Where? Am I just supposed to get rid of it? I can't throw it away.
When we get back to the tavern, you're gonna put the hat away. If you're gonna use the eye patch, you can use the eye patch, I think. But the hat needs to go. Even though you took the eye patch off, I did not like the way the Open Lord was staring at you.
Hey, don't get too jealous. Okay, you know I'm not gonna go for the fight. Open Lord.
He looks very confused. No, Lou, that's not why. Lou, the
Can you
boss
be the
has a
Open
very...
Lord?
As much as I'm sure the boss would appreciate me being the Open Lord, I don't think I'm going to be able to be the Open Lord. So, no, I'm not a noble of Waterdeep. But no, your hat is very familiar to one the boss routinely wears. If you catch my drift.
Funnily enough, it's from him.
Yes, he gave it to him for that reason. He does not find that amusing anymore.
Okay, well, okay, yeah, I'll put the hat away. In fact, I'll keep the hat away. I'll only wear the hat on special occasions, but I do expect a different hat at some point from Darlaxle.
I cannot promise you he'll give you another hat, but...
I don't know, that sounds actually pretty likely.
Okay, how about JB never caught? I'll take one from him instead.
I wonder when that guy's gonna show up again.
He was really cool before he stole all that shit from me.
And you know, Felric does not know if he's serious or not.
That's Lou's secret. He's
Hold
always
on.
confused.
That's my secret.
Lou, he's about to roll an insight. Where's that? There he is. I need to put him
You'll
up
never
above.
say stupid shit, will you?
You better not awaken that thing.
Why not? I need some intelligence in the party.
Lou, are you serious?
He's mostly joking, but he would like to
Okay.
see JB again.
Okay.
JB was clearly the ideal version of Darlaxle.
He was a thief.
Yeah. But it was the first impressions, you know? That's what counts.
All right. Yeah. Let's go to the art exhibit, guys. Let's have fun.
I hope so.
I'm glad I bought these books. So you use a chisel.
Oh no. You all get to the art exhibit. It is free. There are lots of guards around, but it is free. And you start looking at the beautiful artwork.
I was
Amazing.
going to look around and see how many drow are currently stealing artwork.
Give me a perception. Lou.
Huh?
If you try, Felric is on you. He is glued to your side and will not allow you to steal anything. Hork, the only drow you see are the two ones you came with.
What? It felt like she's just holding both of Lou's arms. No, stop that. Bad, stop.
He literally has one of Lou's hands. He is staying glued to you because he is worried you're gonna do something dumb.
Disgraceful.
I am
Doing that
Art
in public.
Incarnate.
Doing that in public in front of anyone.
It's only been how many weeks?
So anyone who is interested in trying to spot a fake, give me a perception.
Aye.
If I consult my books, can I get advantage?
You know what? Sure.
I'm going to allow this.
25 gold, well
Work
spent.
too.
I am going to make use
Oh,
of
let's-
I'm going to make use of a proper clue. I will find a pamphlet that tells me of the rarest and most unusual on display, because that's what he's going to fucking go for.
As a matter of fact, those are actually mentioned specifically, which was the Forlorn Lady with Daisy,
Indeed.
Man with a Heart of Stone, and the Protectors of Waterdeep. Those would be the paintings.
Let's take a look at the Protectors of Waterdeep.
You said it's investigation or perception?
Well, you know what? If
The-
you're higher in investigation, you can roll that, but
Okay, I'm proficient in perception, so I'll go with that.
are you all staying kind of like together, or are you separating out?
Lou will go off somewhere with Felric solo. I guess duo.
Yeah, we can.
Gaddix
talk about
isn't
round.
cultured, so he's kind of just
talk
Gaddix
about
isn't
round.
cultured, so he's kind of just staying
Standing with
someone.
Bjorn,
Yeah, like what? Yeah, exactly.
who's at the door shop.
Yeah, I was about to say, Bjorn went to do something about
Why is everyone
security
in this
about this
painting
place.
screaming? It doesn't make any sense.
What
And
are you
did
talking?
Hart-
Stop
It's a
looking in the
mirror.
window, Gaddix.
Is there anything
The
from
lady's
Harton?
getting dressed for Pete's sake.
Oh no.
Oh,
Is there anything from Harton and Uzana?
Gaddix is about to be framed as the underwear thief. That's the thing, Gaddix. If you want, you could have been with Bjorn at the Carpenters.
yeah, that sounds more likely. Either that, or someone framed a crack in the wall and he's trying to figure it out.
Just peering into the light switch. It's so minimalist.
You call
I
this
don't
a
know.
switch?
Why has it got a trademark at the side of it? Oh, it's a Nintendo Switch. Gotcha. Dwarven make.
But is Harton investigating or percepting?
Is Uzi doing anything?
I'm
She
looking
is.
around.
Well, I'll have a wee glance. I can't help myself. I know one of these things has been swiped.
Nadrax, roll me a D100. And then, you know what?
Okay.
I'll have Harton roll me a D100. You're rolling for Harton and Uzana because we all know that you tend to roll better.
Not always. I mean, I've
Wow.
had some shit rolls today.
I'm going to point out I have horrible rolls.
True.
There you go.
There you fucking go.
So, Uzana, you are looking quite well.
Yay.
You don't see anything that really screams that it's a fake. Any fakes? Lou, you see the fake.
Excellent. I have
As
to
a
fucking
matter
edit
of
my goddamn note now.
Hold on, let me pull up to make sure that I know which one it is. There we go. Man with a Heart of Stone. It's a very, very evocative piece of, it looks to be some sort of a nobleman standing on the edge of a cliff looking down at a grave being buried, very, stony faced. You don't know what it's about, but it clearly is an evocative piece. And you actually notice, as you're looking at it, a little notation appears in the very, very far right corner. A very, very small and very dark purple JB.
Takes out his quill, gets his ink pot.
Yeah, I forgot to send it last week, but I actually did finish my last AI note. I have to edit it or make another one. Fuck.
And Nadrax,
Yes.
you come around after Lou and Felrek have left the painting, and you see in the corner the little JB.
Wonderful.
It's very small, very in the corner. But it's there.
Yeah. Well, it's already done. Would have been lovely to find Jax in the act, but I suppose that was hoping too much.
It's too good, man.
So what is everybody going to be doing? It is a very lovely exhibit. It goes from the traditional boring fare of this is,
Yeah.
landscapes.
Yeah,
I suppose it was just that painting. The others were
just the most
original.
expensive, rarest thing, of course, for a statement. Just having a nice time. Just having a nice time with the family.
Yeah. And you all do. The kids seem to be enjoying it. They like the statues more than the paintings.
But, he's still able to waffle on a bit, and of course, Susanna's got her facts and figures if they ask any questions about stuff.
You do have to eventually call Squidly away as he's looking at some of the sculptures.
Don't touch
and
the penis.
that is what he's looking at. Yeah, it's just like what.
Don't play with that; you'll go blind in the other eye.
Isn't that a bit big?
Oh.
That doesn't seem right.
Oh no.
It's artistic interpretation.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
It's the same thing as like let's see now if we go down this way. You see how that lad's astride a horse there, and the horse is just fucking massive while he is this little dude. That is compensation. That is. He probably had just a normal steed, probably a good breeding and all that there, but it was not some massive beast.
Ah.
But it makes him look more big and impressive to be on such a noble thing, because it obviously means he can afford something with that kind of breeding to it.
And that would be why that statue of the lady over there has the big top bits and the very, very skinny waist.
I know.
So that doesn't look quite right.
The skinny waist is no good. You've got to have something to grip hold of.
Bazookas.
Large tracts of land.
A reminder that in fucking Azure Bonds, there's a sequence where the halfling rogue managed to knock someone out by ripping off the tit of a succubus statue and clonking him with it.
But so Lou, Nadrax, you have spotted the forgery. What are you going to be doing about it?
Oh, hang on, I've got one more
I
thing.
mean,
Got one more lesson to
the
teach him.
rest of the group.
I've got one small lesson for Squidly, of course, is size is no indication of quality.
You're a good father.
Says the giant man.
And to the to the tiefling who will be a little bit of a twink because his father is Gunther Sparks.
Hopefully he gets more from his mother's side so he can grow up a bit more manly.
Oh,
That's an
no. Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, Malico adventure with Gunfer for a year. It wasn't much different from Alou.
It made a bit more sense at times.
Also, he was a Fey bard as well, so he would literally make himself beautiful.
Yeah, and at some point it became permanent, as if he was always underwater, so his hair was always flowing in the current.
Horrific. I'm glad he was gone by that point.
I replaced him with a stupid monk. Oh, who does that remind me of? Mulch?
Lost his pants to demons.
That was not a bad way to introduce the character. I'll defend
No,
him.
it's pretty simple.
It's fucking imps, man.
Of course, he has to save it to Squidly before Rosanna chips in with the actual measurements. A penis that large is no use, for a vagina's cavity is only 5 inches long.
Oh. Oh no.
He would have to take his partners anally, of course. Now let me explain the process of that.
Roll for circumference.
No.
We are gonna get off that topic immediately. You
Phrasing.
Up. Oh no. I don't like you very much right now. I don't like you very much right now.
Let's get this straightened out then.
Collect together, and you're informed of the forgery.
So you're suggesting we come together, gotcha.
Nope, I deliberately did not say that for a reason. I artfully chose my words.
All of you.
Well, since
personally, when I go to the museum, I like the landscapes.
How long will this keep going?
Oh, we're done now. It's time to just roll
Yeah,
over.
this is about the end. And now I have to write a fuck you. I'm glad it wasn't
finished.
Maybe this is a good leaving off point. We are 20 minutes over.
Yes, I was gonna say we are done for the day, but
We're ending on that note. God.
I wanted to see if there was anything that wanted to be discussed about the painting, but apparently
this session has reached completion.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say that was.
I don't want to go over any more topics. I'm a little sensitive right now.
The session has reached its climax. It's time to go.
Yeah. I was about to say, Rita, you set this up yourself. You
I
have no
did.
one to blame but yourself.
If we want to go any longer, I've got to quickly run to the bathroom and back.
No, we are done. Let's hit the button before we get demonetized.
Oh, I don't get fucking paid for this. Yeah.
Oh wait, I need to resubscribe. Shit.
Yeah, do it.
Resubscribe,
Give me
everybody.
your
Twitch
money.
Prime.